get lifted. 30 is the new 20. Please hit the like button, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified the next time we post or go live. I'm La Heffa.
Chris O.D.
SmileyJizzle in the building. We here, man.
Thanks for tuning in, you guys. And how's everybody doing today?
I'm
How
good.
was your weekend?
Can't complain.
Yes.
Every day above
Yes.
ground is a good day in my book.
Absolutely.
Gotta have that. Gotta have that outlook.
We're blessed in the field.
Telling you.
Gotta have that outlook on life, man. Because
when we go, we
It's your prop.
down every struggle. Thank you.
So, oh yeah, my godson birthday is coming up.
Happy birthday, godson.
His birthday is going to be the 23rd of February.
February gang.
This is his shirt that I had wore on his first birthday party.
Oh.
One of my cousins, he makes like he does graphic design. So we might hit him up, see if he could do some shit for us, maybe. You know. I mean, I could do the shit myself, but just looking out for him. But yeah, like, life has been lifing. It's been eventful. It's been a lot of shit. I got a lot of shit to talk about. I mean, outside the topics that we gonna get into. I mean, we know stuff is going on. Barack Obama and Michelle they weren't broke up or any problem with their marriage. Simply, she just didn't want to go to the inauguration for Donald Trump, and that's just what it is. That's just.
I tell you.
But it just doesn't sit well with me for the reasons that we already expressed before. I'm not gonna go into it again, but it is what it is. Everybody lives their truth. That's what we always end up getting into. What is this truth that we talk about? Because it's like the truth that people live, it's not helping us.
I want to say something, but
push a better narrative for our.
This
culture.
might be inappropriate, but has she been looking rough to y'all the past, like, since this whole debacle?
Michelle?
Yeah, like
I haven't even. I'm honest.
I'm talking about the pictures that you saw with her recently, with her and Obama. Like, she been looking a little rough to me. I don't like
she ain't keep herself up.
like maybe it's not maybe she
older.
cut down on the makeup. I mean, but both of them are older. You see
She
what I'm
did
saying?
say she was taking better care of her natural hair. When he was president, she had to wear wigs and weaves.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
not even the hair.
She don't want.
See,
And the glam
this-
too. She don't.
that-
She
like
like
that, like-
natural.
She like, okay.
looking
okay.
good for your man is
Okay.
looking good for your man. If that's what y'all want to do. If you don't want to do it, then you don't have
Well, it
to do
wasn't
it.
for that. It's because as a celebrity, you gotta
gotta
look a certain
keep-
way.
keep-
and
yeah.
stuff.
That part I understand. And
Yeah.
she's an older woman, so you gotta take
I
that
ain't
into
mad at
account
that.
also.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
I
But
don't like wearing makeup either.
even still, it's just some things like you just question. Like, you see how people make shit work because somebody wants it to work more than the other person.
Mm.
That's why people be making shit work. Somebody be like, yo, you know what? I know that this person ain't doing this or doing that, but I'm still gonna give them 100%. Because there was a saying that somebody said, you don't give, it's not 50-50. It's 100-100. Because one day this person might not be able to give you a
and
full
vice versa.
100%. So you're going to have to fill in what they're not able to do. And a lot of people don't understand that dynamic, and that's why relationships generally don't work. The man has a role. A lot of times our role is the hardest role in the relationship because we have to accept it when she's never at her best. And sometimes women are gonna fall off. They're gonna fucking be down. They're gonna be depressed. They're gonna be going through some shit. And then you're gonna have to pick them up. And then it's gonna look like you a simp. It's gonna look like you pandering. It's gonna look like you doing all this shit. But that's your woman. That's your rib. That's somebody that you really think is gonna be, this is your future of everything. This is gonna be the person and everything that you have if you really trust that person. So then you gotta think about, damn, I do want to make sure that this person is good. I want to make sure that this person survives because it's everything for this person to be at their best because still sharp and still. So In some cases, you're gonna have to accept that. But if the woman don't listen, it can never fucking work. She gotta listen. She gotta fucking listen. If she can't listen to you when you putting shit out there for shit to work, it's never going to work.
No, exactly where that's true.
And that's the dynamic that I deal with women. You know what I mean? Like they, you know, they're okay to a degree. Woo! But at some point we got some treacherous weather right now, y'all.
This is crazy.
They're good to a degree, but they get to a point where it's like you can't deal with they shit. You know what I mean? And then you just have to be like, you know what? She's hormonal right now, or she's going, you know what I mean? Especially if your woman have a kid. If your woman have a kid, you're gonna be going through a lot of shit. And you gonna have to swallow your pride and fucking be like, and I don't have no kid. So I understand that. When a woman's going through that, you're gonna have to swallow your pride and be like, listen, it's okay, come here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to be that nigga. Yeah. You can't be this like, this bitch wildin', man. She bugging the fuck out and she got postpartum. You might fuck around, come home one day and your kid not around, bro. Because of that, that's the scary shit that niggas gotta deal with when they dealing with a woman. Cause you gotta understand that they're extremely emotional. I don't give a fuck what no woman say. They're emotional as fuck. So you're gonna have to deal with that.
I was watching this show. This girl was so damaged. This guy, she met this guy. They fucked. But he liked her though. He really liked her. She liked him too, but she was fighting him. So she just disappeared. Like she just snuck out. And went on her way. She was writing a book. And she was like doing research for her book. So she just left. Okay. And he found her. Or no, they met at a bar or something. But it wasn't supposed to be nothing. It was just a one night stand. He found her wherever she went to another town. And she was like, you're crazy. Why would you just show up here? She was pregnant. She found out she was pregnant from the one night stand. But he was like, I like you. I couldn't stop thinking about you. Or whatever. He was like, she told him, well, they had sex. And then she told him, like, oh, what if yeah, like eventually. Okay. But at first she was mad because she was like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing here? How did you find me?
Then she gave him, but that pisses me off that you just said that part. But go ahead.
But cause he was like, cause I really liked you. He was like, you know, I had to see you again or whatever. So she was like, she was pregnant. She had just found out or whatever, but she had been thinking about it. Like, what should she do? She had no way to get in contact with him or whatever. So it was just crazy that he popped up then. So I don't know. They was talking and then they went and they had sex. And then she told him, like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, he gonna be with her. He wanted to be with her or whatever. He was like, I know this is crazy. We just met or whatever, but I feel like we have something. Like, I don't know or whatever. She went in the bathroom, like they fell asleep. She went in the bathroom and had a miscarriage, like, cause she woke up and she was having pain. Then she just cleaned up and left him here and didn't say nothing.
Evil, yo.
Because she's fucked up. Her parents died. Both of her parents.
She
died.
made herself have a miscarriage.
No, she had one, but she just left, cleaned up, and left, and didn't tell him nothing. He was asleep.
After he was expecting to have a child,
a kid and be with this girl.
So how do you feel about that?
He was devastated.
She disappeared. So then, like, she didn't.
This a movie?
No, it was a TV show.
Oh, okay.
She left. Like, he couldn't find her. He had to find her again. And he was like, you know what? I can't believe she was like, oh my God, again? Like, what the fuck? And then I guess she told him what happened. I don't know how much time had passed between when she was still trying to write the book, doing research. So she was driving all over the place and he kept finding her. And she was like, what the fuck? He was like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you, she was like, because, like, it's a sign. Everybody around me dies because her parents died, her mom and her dad, and somebody else did too. Like, she always have that, so she just be by herself. She don't want to build relationships because she afraid that something's gonna happen or whatever. So she was like, it's a sign, we don't need. So she ended up getting pregnant again, and he was like, please don't do this. You like, I think you should keep it, like, and just see what happens. She was like, but what if he was like, it's not, just relax. Like, that doesn't mean it's gonna happen again just because that happened, whatever. So they went to the doctor. Then she was almost about to give birth. No, but wait, rewind. She got she got diagnosed with cancer or whatever. She was like, I'm gonna die, and she just said that before they even told her that if she's gonna die or not. She's like, I'm gonna die, so this is, well, they were like, we could do a different type of test, but that could hurt the baby, so you would have to wait until the baby was born. And this was earlier in the pregnancy, like when she could, they was like, you have to wait until the baby's born to do this, or this could hurt the baby. So she was like, oh, well, I'm gonna wait. We're gonna wait. And then the lady looked at the father, and then she was like, don't look at him. We're gonna wait. Like, cause she didn't want to do the test that may harm the baby. So she was like, but if you don't, you could have cancer or whatever, cause they found a tumor or something. So she left again. But she told him, she was like, I'm going to this place that helps with fertility or that helps with whatever. And she didn't tell him where she was going. She was left. She's like, I'll call you when the baby's born, or when I'm like, cause he was gonna try to talk her out of it and be like, obviously, if this is your health, you should.
Is this a real story or not?
I don't know. She was writing a book. It's called 3 Women, but she was the author, and then she was other 3 women. There was a couple there. Blair Underwood. I cannot believe. I don't like the character that he was playing. He basically was a cuck. Like, his wife was a beautiful woman. I forgot what's her name, but she wanted to swing, or she wanted an open marriage. Like, she wanted to be able to sleep with other people, but his rule was like he had to be there, and they have to use condoms. That's what their rules or whatever. Like, he don't want to participate. He don't necessarily be watching either. Not even that. She wants to do it, and he don't want to deprive her of being able to sleep with other people. But for safety purposes, I guess he said he wanted to be there, but he really wouldn't be watching.
What's the safety word?
Bun cinnamon.
So, like,
cinnamon bun, and
they have to agree on it or whatever. So they would have couples come over and they would switch. Like, he never did that with the other guys. Like, a couple would come over and he would fuck the other guy's wife, and she would fuck.
Speaking of that, sorry to cut you up, cause
but the point of what I was gonna say about the lady, because she left to do it, he really loved her. Like, he wanted to have even though it was quick, like, he really felt like she would, and she did care about him too, but she was so broken, she kept running away from him. And it was like, this is crazy. Like, how you saw at it ended, she left town with the baby. And he's gonna report a kidnapping. Cause she told him to come to the house. She said she gonna stay there, and she left town again.
So let's, even though that's a story, let's relate that to real life. How do you feel about, cause it's women that do stuff like that. Well, men too, obviously. How do you feel about somebody using a child as leverage against you?
I don't think she was doing that. She just kept leaving because she didn't want to get hurt, and she just was afraid that it wasn't gonna.
So that makes it okay.
I didn't say it was.
But that's what he's saying. Like, how do you feel about that?
Issues.
Like,
it's
do we feel
right.
like that's okay?
You should not just leave, because she basically tricked him to come to the house.
So I don't give a fuck how her feelings is, or she don't want to get hurt. I don't give a fuck. You a grown ass woman. So what we gonna stand on is that bitch fucked up, straight up.
I just feel like
shouldn't be like that.
I just feel like at the end of the day,
excuse for it.
There's no excuse for stupidity either. And it's like, how many times could she do the same thing to you before you realize, hey, she's just gonna keep on doing that shit.
Stupid ass niggas.
She's a run. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sometimes
like,
niggas be desperate. Niggas be
and that's
niggas be
what
down
pisses me
on
off.
down on they
It's like,
down
nigga,
on they shit.
You already fucked up from stalking her ass.
Yeah, even the other lady,
You
Blair
stalked the
Underwood
one
wife, told her, like, why are you leaving? Because she stopped to say goodbye to her, and she was like, where is I forgot the guy's name, and she's like, oh, I told him to come. She was like, and you're leaving? You told him to come to the house, like he got his stuff from wherever he was at, and you're leaving.
She filed.
Like, and she was like, yeah, just stay out.
She's not a good person, yo.
And she's like, I know you're hurt or you're whatever, but nothing's gonna happen. Like, everything's gonna be fine. You had your baby. She was like, I'm dying and I'm not something. I don't know, because she has cancer or whatever. So she just keeps saying she dying. I don't even think they told her what's gonna happen yet. But but then that really don't make sense, because you took the baby away from the father too. If you do die, at least the other parent will be there. Like, what is you on?
Exactly.
And she got mad at her because she trying to tell her some sense, because she done almost ruined her marriage, wanting to sleep with everybody. But she finally, after the last thing, because she lied to him. No, because it was a whole big debacle. Like, she lied to him. She lied to Blair Underwood, saying the guy wife that she wanted, or the guy girlfriend that she had her itch that she needed to scratch or whatever. She said you're attractive, and then she told her that he said she attractive, so that they could all come together so she could switch.
So you know what? There's a real situation that's similar to this.
They did shrooms.
OffSet and Cardi B.
They back together? What's going on with them?
You ain't hear the latest and greatest?
Nah.
I thought Cardi B was your girl. That's your Cardi body. I thought that was your joint.
I don't be caring about none of this stuff.
Let me enlighten you on what's going on right now. Right now, some alleged allegations. I used to be my shit. These racists be down.
What is that? What the fuck?
I did try to do some sweets this weekend because of the snow. Yeah, Cardi's supposed to be dealing with football sensation Stephen, what's his name?
I don't know. That shit.
Damn, what's his name?
Just a
I gotta look it up. We gotta know what his name is. Gotta give him some respect.
Would you allow your wife?
He porking Cardi, so we gotta give him some respect. What's the football player's name that's football player's name that's with Cardi B?
Cardi cool and all, but you know.
Football player's name with Cardi B.
Cherry lime. Sprite. You probably can't see.
You got more of those? I'll try that.
Football player's name with Cardi B. Stefan Diggs, my bad, y'all. Gotta use AI now to kind of like figure shit out because I'm slow. Yeah, Stefan Briggs. So, long story short, fucking,
ooh, that don't taste bad at all.
She's supposedly dealing with this dude, right? Because of
it tastes like
the alleged
inside of that shit.
OffSet cheating, doing his dirt. So she's messing with. Man. So she's messing with.
Jamaica, we say, "Whoa."
Stefan Diggs since last summer, y'all. Right?
Summer with Miami.
So.
That's what she was doing, living without a care.
She was pregnant, right?
So he was
smashing while she was pregnant.
Head.
What? We know that. This is old news. We
I ain't know that.
Recap.
I don't pay attention to they
story.
I didn't know that either.
So this was happening, right? Now, allegedly, the person that's the makeup artist or designer or whatever, stylist, there we go. The stylist for Drake.
Okay.
he allegedly was
Who, Tay or Jonathan?
No.
huh?
She said
I don't know the nigga name. It don't matter. He's a flamey guy.
Okay.
He's the community.
Tay and Jonathan.
So
are
what's
gay.
going
So anyway, the dude had said something to Drake about, look, I wanna press charges about, you know, this dude trying to do something with me, and I said no, I'm not interested.
Wait.
The dude
What?
that Cardi B's dealing with, and I'm not interested, and I
Wait.
turned him down.
What?
The
And
stylist said that
he's upset.
about the football.
Follow
field?
me.
Oh,
So
shit.
now-
They
so
say
now-
he flamboyant.
So now they
More
saying
than
that
flamboyant.
they saying that
Damn.
Offset dirty for leaking this out
How is he dirty?
Because he saw it.
because he feeling some type of way because his shorty moved on.
But
he found out more
if your
shit.
baby mother is dealing with somebody that is
Thank
on that
you.
team,
Thank
if he's
you.
on that, if he's on
Thank
that team, and he's a booty bandit.
Thank you.
You see what I'm saying?
I
Like,
don't
let's
want
be
you around
real.
my son.
Let's be real.
I don't want you around my child.
That's crazy.
I don't want you around my child.
That's
So
a detriment
I
to
have
her. That's a
every
detriment
right-
to him. Like, especially if
every
she don't
right
know.
to be.
It gotta be
You know what I mean?
crazy infections, bro. Let's just
If
be
it-
real.
if
Let's
it-
just be real.
It's alleged though. We don't know if it's true.
Wow. If that's true,
It's
that's
a crazy. It's a crazy. It's a
She
crazy.
needs to at
allegation.
least. She needs to at least know the
It's
scoop
a
on
crazy
that.
allegation.
She needs to at least know the scoop on that because she needs to do her investigative work and figure out if that's true or not. Because if that
Stop.
is true and that
Stop.
information
Stop.
is being
Stop.
hidden,
Stop.
she need to thank Offset.
Move.
She need to be like, yo, thank you for leaking that information because I didn't know he was
Yeah,
on that
but I wouldn't
side.
know.
That's
But
crazy.
that don't mean he's gonna do something to the kid. I just wouldn't want to be with.
That
a
don't
man
mean they
that's
are, but I'd rather be
interested
safe
in
than
that.
sorry.
I wouldn't even want somebody
Straight
who.
people be
I'd rather be
doing
safe
that.
If
than
you're
sorry.
lying,
That's all.
if you're lying to my
You should lie
baby
to
mother,
your
you're gonna
kid
lie to my
anyway.
You
kid.
should absolutely.
If you're gonna lie to my baby mother, you're gonna lie to my kid.
But I be always thinking that those people, the community has been assaulted to some extent to be the way that they are. I always think
Not
that they have
everybody.
most
Some
of the,
people
but that's
have.
how I think. So I would be overly cautious over them being around my child by themselves because I thought that they've been exposed to something when they were younger. So that's why they're the way that they are. May not necessarily be right. You're right. That's how society deems it. It could be a genetic thing or whatever. I don't think that, unfortunately. I believe it's trauma. So because I believe that it's behavioral induced. I think that those triggers, you know, the innocence of a child, the child not being able to speak for themselves, the child being by themselves, being vulnerable, it could be something that could, you know, they could flash back. We didn't think that what's his name that had been exposed from Nickelodeon would do that. He just went through what he went through, but he felt the way he felt or whatever. This was his first exposure to it and felt like it was natural. It was all right because the guy liked him or he, you know, whatever the case.
Yeah, I'm not
And he
saying that
ended
don't
up,
happen,
and he ended
but
up,
there's also
but and he,
people
but
that
to my
are
point, to
gay
further
and
to my
said
point,
that nothing
he
ever
ended
happened
up
to them.
trying to do that to a child. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I look at it the way I look at it because you got to be careful. I mean, and not saying like exactly what she said. You got to be careful about who you have around your kids anyway. But I wouldn't think that a person that maybe is dealing with the people that they should be dealing with, they don't have that behavioral issue that I think that they think they should be something that they're not. That's all. That's as far as I go with that. Not to really like, you know, poke at them, but I'm just saying like that's just personally how I feel. I don't feel comfortable with my kid being around those type of people.
Respect.
You know?
Respect that. So, sticking on the topic of relationships, like, what do y'all think about how much baggage is too much?
That's a good question. We kind of tapped on that before. Cause we said like, well, no, we never did. We said how many problems is too many problems.
Yeah.
Like how many chances do you give a person?
Yeah.
That's what we did.
It depends on
But
the person.
we're talking about before you're getting in this situation. You're getting to know this person. How much?
What are they
weight?
doing?
I mean, it's not what they're doing; it's what they did.
How much baggage? Okay.
It's what they're bringing to the table. And
I'm
you're finding out
gonna say
about
this.
them.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it's subjective to your tolerance level.
Okay.
So some people can deal with a mother of 5.
Yeah, you're right though.
You understand what I'm saying? So I can't. And if we had a dude that's dealing with a woman that's been married, that has 2 kids from this marriage and another kid from another marriage, and now they're married and they have one and they have all this whole family, we'd have a different discussion if we had that person sitting at this table with us.
Okay.
So I'm keeping an objective perspective on it, saying that baggage is relative to the person. So that person may be able to deal with what we would consider a lot of shit to deal with.
Yeah.
I think.
What's your lines though? What's your silver lining?
Well, my line. Well, I'll tell you mine. Just to say, like, you know, just for the sake of for our table discussion. But I really want this to be spoken overall for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think that certain people. I think people need to be loved. People need somebody. Let you do your montage. We know that, but we don't think that this person deserves to be loved by me or you or her. You understand what I'm saying? So the message that I give for myself is not going to help that person that doesn't have love. It's only going to help the people that are fortunate enough to be able to get what I'm able to get. Okay. And a lot of people will never be fortunate to be in a situation that I've been blessed to be in sometimes. You know what I mean? So I can't say, for me, it would be different. It's just like Joe Budden tell you his favorite place to go eat, and they'd be like, no, but what's your favorite place to go eat? Well, I mean, I prefer a great steak from Ruth's Chris. But you may not be able to afford Ruth's Chris. You know what I mean? So that flavor may not be for you. But what I can say is the threshold for tolerance has to be relative to the person. But when we talk about overall, what should a man with these particular things, what should they have? They have the whole fucking buffet. They can have whatever they want. You don't have any kids. You're in a good situation financially.
That's why I said you specifically, like, because of your situation.
But see,
what do you think is too much?
What do they call a high value man? High value men. I don't consider myself a high value man, but I think I have high value standards.
That's what I'm saying.
So
what's
like
too much?
So,
what's something that?
But
you
I don't
really
really care about a lot of stuff that they say high value men care about.
Okay. All right, so let me give you some. What about a woman that is bisexual?
I love it.
Okay.
But only when I allow her to do it. It has to be something that works within our relationship. Like, we have to understand our boundaries, our threshold in our relationship. Like, what are we willing to push? What do I want to do? Okay, this is the type of nigga that I am. This is what I want. Okay, she bi. And just like you saying that, this nigga Drewski comes out with a show called Could Have Been Love.
Oh.
Like for the love of Ray J.
That's smart.
The shit is hilarious.
That's smart.
Hilarious. Watch it tonight. It's like 59 minutes. It's worth it. From the beginning to the end, it's worth it.
Nah, it's funny.
It's a crash out.
Drewski is funny.
Nigga, it's hilarious.
Drewski is funny.
Hilarious, cuz.
I feel like that's been the narrative for like the past last
This motherfucker want dykes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? He want all types of chicks coming on his shit.
That's been
midgets, everything. Oh, he's going crazy.
Oh, he going
crazy.
I thought it was like all studs and shit.
Nah, it's some studs. It's some regular girls. It's pretty girls. It's ugly girls. It's fat. The girl Meatball, Erika, know who Meatball is. She's up there.
She was boxing on
the it's bananas. It's gonna be a wild shit.
That's wild.
I can't wait. He know what he's doing.
Yeah, he is. He's a funny dude. Yo. I fuck with Drewski.
It's like, how much? Now I'll give you my answer. Too much baggage. Too much baggage is, for me, things that put a constriction on whatever I have going on to the level that it limits me from doing what I normally like to do.
That's a good one.
So if you got a kid, that might be too much baggage. Just having a kid is too much baggage, right? But then if you have a kid and I learn to appreciate you, or I learn to deal with you or whatever, and your kid doesn't affect what I got going on because you're getting child support from your baby daddy, or you're able to work and financially support your child until I decide I want to have a kid with you, and I'll take care of you and your kid and my kid.
That makes sense.
But until I feel like that, I gotta see what's going on.
Yeah.
If I take on the burden, this is the baggage. If the baby father don't step up, that's baggage.
Facts.
That might be too much.
Facts.
But then it has to deal in the situation with the woman. Are there enough layers in the situation for me to be able to deal with it?
Yeah.
I'm one of those type of people. Well, I will take on a challenge if
it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Okay,
if I feel like it's worth it, I'll take on a challenge. And sometimes I do it out of kindness of my heart. Sometimes I do it because, like, fuck it. I haven't been doing anything. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? And we'll see where this goes. I'll go down the rabbit hole.
What about you, E?
Go ahead.
How much is too much baggage for you?
I don't know.
You did say one of them before. You said
Love
gay people.
is not. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if he switch up.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't want. I want a man that likes women only.
There you go. I respect that.
But
So, anything else?
I don't know. I don't care because I'm sick of. I don't be worried about that. No, so I don't think about it. Not trying to find love.
I've heard that narrative before now. Like, that's starting to become.
So
I'm not looking for
what are you like let's expound on that. So you're not I respect it too.
I feel like
you're not trying to find love. What would you like though? How would you like to receive it? Would it be like some
that's different.
Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, You Got Mail?
Nah, hell
I don't know
or,
because I'm damaged. I feel like I be pushing people.
But if something like but if you're damaged, then something could happen for you beautiful.
I feel like
and you might not even know that it's happening.
What's the movie with Lorenz Tate and Nia Long?
Love Jones.
Love Jones.
I don't remember that one.
Love Jones.
I remember Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
Yeah.
Frankie Lyman.
I think
That
you
was
have
fire,
one good
man.
love and then can't do it no more.
I mean,
I don't believe that. I believe it depends on the person.
Now you tell me what love is, and I'm gonna tell you what I think love is. This is what I think love is. So I don't want to tell people, oh, this is the Merriam definition of love. This is what I think. This is how I feel personally. So this is where I'm telling people this is how I feel about it, and people can say how they feel about it. But I can say because of how I feel about it, this is how I receive it and how I'm able to deal with it. What do you feel about love? What do you think it is?
I think love is that inner voice that never steers you wrong, that's telling you, hey, this person makes you be a better person if you treat them honestly. And I think when you're out of love, you don't hear that voice no more.
I don't think that's when you love someone, I don't think it goes away. I think it's just there.
Exactly.
Even if you're not with them, you just learn to move on with your life.
But I think too many people.
Really, if it was really that, some people just say it to everybody, and I don't think, or they use it in a looser sense.
They do. Like, yeah, you're right.
I got a poem.
Wait, before you hold on. Save your poem. I'm not even saying that now.
Love.
But look,
it's called "What Is Love."
So your poem is okay. So your poem is your definition. All right, go ahead. I heard.
What is love? Is it a recollection, or is it a time played out so crisply? No. What is love? Is it a recollection of a time played out so crisply, almost to perfection? Is love just a word with a relevant meaning, or does it depend on how the person who uses it is feeling? Or maybe love is just another excuse for emotional abuse and for leaving people alone, reckless, and feeling the world as they know it is through. Or maybe love is just a strong emotion, and upon being overcome with that feeling, your life can change for better or worse, but never again be the same. I think love is when you found that person that gives you butterflies and you get to feeling nothing else matters when you look in their eyes.
That's in.
Yeah.
That's good.
Fuck with that.
And that furthers into my definition of what I think love is, because you gave a great definition. Her poem was a great illustration of it. I think love is subjective. I like to say that word subjective. Why do I like to say it's subjective? Because we can I was watching some science shit about aliens and being able to travel to different planets, about space and all this shit. And they said that the law of physics is the same anywhere. It can't be changed. Science is the way that we've predicted this. Science, through culture, through life, through everything. Nothing has defied the law of physics. It is what it is. But then we got Terrence Howard's theory about math, so we can go down a rabbit hole. But we're just gonna say that. We're gonna stay there for just for the sake of this argument.
Energy cannot be created or
Just-
destroyed.
Just for the sake of this argument. That's that. But when we talk about something, an emotional feeling such as love, we all express it in different ways. We know how we feel, and we think that this feeling is because we love this person. So what I'm saying is that the term, the word, it gets thrown around like fucking ricochets off of shit, hits everybody in the room. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people use it very loosely. And I remember growing up, I didn't hear it a lot. So, like, as an adult, hearing it more as an adult, I'm like, people put so much value into pushing this word. But what does this word mean? Does this word, like you said, does this make you a better person, this word? You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, because you love people, you're doing something for love, you're telling people to lead with love, so it must mean that it is something good. But the meaning behind it, just to say that you love a person, you probably do love a person. You know what I mean? If you say you do, you probably do love them, right?
No, because people.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. It's subjective.
Yeah.
So if you say you love a person, then you probably do love a person. Let's just be real with the shit.
But we got to talk about what's subjective.
But I am. That's what I think.
So
that's what I think. I think it's subjective.
You think
because it's conditional.
You think it's subjective to you?
I think this is my meaning for it. So I listen to everybody else's, and this is my definition of it. I believe that it's subjective. It's a subjective term to convey a form of emotion based on a connection with something. And that could be for a person, that could be for TV, that could be for your car, that could be for the PlayStation game that you play or your favorite movie. But you always associate it with this extreme emotion of caring.
Okay, so I was trying to understand, was there value in it, or was it just the term?
It's just a word to me.
So there's no value in it.
Because I know how I feel.
Love you and still
because I know how I feel. Like, you know what I mean?
That's true too.
Like when you say, oh, you love somebody, but you can't. You can never. Hold on. You can love somebody, but you can never be away from them. I love people in my family, and I can't stand their ass and wish they stay where the fuck they at.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
100%.
But I know I love them.
They said hate is a form of love too, though.
All right. So what the fuck?
It's the opposite.
You know what I mean?
Not caring is the opposite of love.
No hate. You have to have
love is care.
Someone.
Exactly.
Is love care?
So the opposite.
Love and care are two different words, though. But that's what I'm saying.
Care is just like whatever.
I could say I care for you.
Consideration.
I could say I have love for you. Which is more? Which is more? If I say which one of those, which one means more to you? I care for you,
supposed to be
or
love.
I got love for you.
It's supposed to be love.
But if somebody says,
says,
hold on. Now we
Supposed
gonna break this up. But listen. We gonna break this up. That sounds better, right?
It's supposed to, yeah.
All right. Hold on, Erika. Hold on, Erika. I'm going somewhere with this.
No. He said, I care for you.
Let me cook. You said, of course. I got. Hold on, Erika. Let me go. Let me cook. Could you just just let me cook. So, you got love for somebody. When somebody say, I got love for them, but I'm not in love with them, you hate that shit. But if you say, I care for you, but I got love for you, you know that love is more valuable than just caring for somebody.
Exactly.
But it means the same fucking thing. When you think about it, because you want somebody's love, you don't want somebody caring for you or having love for you.
It's a little different.
It sounds different.
That's what I said.
But it means the same thing.
Check this out. You could
just like a homie.
Hold on. You could watch somebody's story on IG and have a consideration or a care to give it a like. That doesn't mean you really give a fuck. That just means that you just saw some shit.
Social media.
Yeah, like it's not. I'm just saying.
But people, this shit.
It's caring.
Let me give you
it's
some,
caring to even acknowledge. Acknowledgement is caring.
Let's go further down
love
the rabbit
is
hole.
supposed to be
Let's
deeper.
Go further down the rabbit
love
hole.
is supposed to be deeper than acknowledgement.
Let's go
is
further.
All I'm saying.
Let's go further down the rabbit hole. They acknowledge your like as a fucking heart on a fucking what is that on Instagram? When you like somebody's shit, it hearts the shit. I didn't give you a heart. I liked your shit. Why the fuck you give them a heart? A heart means love.
Right.
Give me a thumb, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? That'd be like, you hearted me. Nah, I just pressed the fucking thing. That's what came up. The fuck.
That's still acknowledgement though.
But
he's saying
it's like I got.
It should be a thumbs up, not
right.
a heart.
Because it symbolizes more than what I meant to give you.
I mean,
unless I really love you,
technically,
and I'm like, it's okay.
You can acknowledge it however you want on that story. You could put a thumbs up, you could put a fire emoji, you could put whatever. I'm just saying it's acknowledgement in general that, hey, I can just acknowledge this person, and that's part of caring too.
Right.
But love is, I really care about this person to a different level of just consideration.
But we get caught up in caught up in symbolism, bro.
Exactly, and that's why I want to say the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like there is a
Kanye West Super Bowl performance. We get caught up in symbolism.
Yeah, 100%. Even with that, it's like Kanye is right and he's wrong at the same time. And it's like he'll come out with a message, right? And then I'll be like, okay, this message is real. And then the action, like outside of the message, it'll just be like, come on, bro, what are you doing? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. So, him trying to normalize the Hitler shit, right? Me personally, just going back from the swastikas, really.
Is that why?
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish this. I don't know. But the swastikas, let's talk about the history of the swastikas. Them shits was really peace signs from, melanated people, and they were
say he a slave master.
And they were taken into.
That's why he did that, to get back from slavery. That's why he made her walk around.
That's what he said.
See?
For real?
That's what Jamal said.
See? But that sounded similar to what I said on the pod, basically. I was like, yo, shout out to him for that, because I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't have my woman doing that. But for him to do that with that woman, with that hue, that's kind of big. So it would make sense that people would be upset, especially people that control the narrative of what we see on these channels and shit in celebrity and Hollywood and shit. That's not a good look for them.
You remember "Don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood"?
Nigga. 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 This is the original, nigga. Oh, well, this boy's in the hood. I thought this was... I thought this is...
But look, listen.
Menace to society.
He said, why you bring that girl to the party? He said, I'm just trying to do what the white man's been doing to the black man for 400 years.
Nigga.
So
nigga, that shit real.
He up there living the American dream and stepping on people and
the white
apparently
men are getting mad.
Forbes got back to billionaire status. Whether you believe it or not, he's back up to billionaire status. So it could just be somebody falsifying numbers, but it's up there.
My thing is...
Yeah, he used her to promote his album and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And his merchandise. It's smart.
Yeah.
It's smart. But my thing is like, is it genuine or is it marketing?
It's just genius.
It's definitely genius because you're making a profit off of it, and you're talking about the people that...
I don't think he cares.
Exactly. You don't have to care.
I think he's in a space where he's like, he's got family. He's got a generation that's gonna live on that's always gonna be influenced by him.
I mean, he got a legacy. I don't know about a family because now he's divorced.
He got kids.
He got kids.
His kids love him.
His kids do love him, but it's different.
They're gonna grow up and they're gonna be individuals, and they can't help but be the heir to the throne.
And all right, so let me say it like this.
He moved across the street from him. What do you think about that?
No, that makes sense, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to be close to your kids, especially.
Is that some stalker shit?
No, it's
you got the money, you do it.
It's some bullshit.
Because that why?
I'm only in Connecticut because my daughter lives
there.
I'm not gonna live right next door. But people say that torture shit.
Is living next door is creepy, or is that like I think so we could get our visits easier?
I think it's for the visits easier. Because you're not gonna come in my crib, and you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, if we're not together, then you know what I mean? Fuck it, you can live next door to me. That shit make it easier. But you gotta watch the kid more, or you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
But what dude really? Okay, what dude really wants to do that though?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think normal dudes want to do it.
I'm just explaining it.
Kanye's not normal.
Exactly.
Because we talking about us. So, like you put me in the hot seat. I'm talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's regular to just move next door? Do you think you would do that? You would move next door if you got the bread?
I think it's lame. I think a lot of shit.
All right. That's all I want to hear. I just want to hear
this is my contradiction or confliction between Ye and like the message that he's trying to do. Because I fuck with the music. I'll never not say his music is ass, because I fuck with Yeezus, and a lot of people didn't fuck with Yeezus, but I fuck with that shit. I fuck with a lot of his music, regardless, whatever wave he was on. You see what I'm saying? But I honestly do believe that at this point in the game, if they didn't take him out, then he's working with them in some capacity. That's like, bro, like he says everything that he's not supposed to say. He's saying this shit. He's a billion strong. He's still, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, there has to be a reason why he's not out of here. And I know they like allegedly tried with the, you know, dumbing him down with the medications and things like that. But I don't know. I know
everybody crashing out.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's the year I know.
I know. I don't believe
Wendy Williams crashed out.
I don't believe a woman.
They said no. They said she's okay now, and
I seen her come back.
But she's still in the place, the conservatorship. They won't let her out. She can't have visitors, and she was just looking out the window. But she did an interview over the phone.
Yeah, I seen it on Breakfast.
He was like, I talked to her for hours daily. Or multiple times
throughout the week.
No, another blogger. And it was like, it seemed like she's way better than what she was before, and they need to do it. I think she needs an evaluation to see, because I don't think she's on the same level of what she was when she came in there, because it was like she had alcohol-induced dementia, but she's better now. Cause she's not acting like that no more. He was talking to her for hours.
Of course, she don't got no alcohol.
So he's saying they need to do another eval, but whoever in charge of her conservatorship is trying to keep her in there.
Yeah, because they're probably getting more money for keeping her that way. I mean, it's a wicked world, but I really think that this is a long time coming, and she's not innocent in this situation. So a lot of times we don't think karma is real. We just say what we gotta say and get the bag and do all of these things, and then when the shit comes back and the shit hit the fan, now you want people to feel bad for you.
They said Diddy did it because when she exposed him back in the day, because he had sent total.
Yo, they be saying Diddy did
Yeah,
everything.
they blamed him on
Diddy send
No, but there
you
was-
know I got a revelation, bro.
He did send
I heard some
Toto to
wild
the radio
shit.
station back in the day when she had.
Remember
was
American
talking about
Gods?
doing- Yeah.
Okay.
The author of the book from American Gods got caught up in the Diddy scandal.
What?
They said the author of American Gods, you know the show
He
on
wrote a book
Stars,
about Diddy?
he's just an author in general. He was at the Diddy parties, and they said like 8 girls said he raped them. And he was there while other celebrities were raped.
Now Orlando Jones had
people too.
part in writing. Did his name come up at any point?
I don't know. They didn't say him. They just said Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I doubt it was, because they was mad that he was pro-black on that show.
Yeah, that's why they.
Well, because Orlando Jones was doing a lot. He influenced a lot of the characters, and he was on it.
He was an African god, Nancy. I think he was in the book too, though.
Yeah, he was. I liked his character.
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
mad when they took him off.
Yeah.
It was some wild shit why they took him off too.
Yeah, because he was being black power, and he was trying to put that in there. And
well, he's swirling too. But
you can still love
man.
your culture and fall in love with someone outside of it.
You can do that. You can do that. Who you love is who you love. Like I be wanting people to just be in love with who they love. I be wanting to preach that shit. When we talk about love, right? I'm talking about it's subjective. This person loved this person. They can't hate their race because they love this person. No, they just care about this person to an extent where they want to do more for this person. Why can't they have that? Why is it so bad for this person to do it? Because it's going to destroy our shit, and all our kids are going to hate their own. And I've heard so many different narratives about it. I'm just saying, like, yo, if you teach love and lead with that shit, you can't go wrong if you really have a good view of what you think love should be.
But bro,
and a good view would not have any contrast. It wouldn't have any conditions if you say that word.
You just said love is subjective, though. And if love is subjective, then that means some people aren't going to view it the right way because it's subjective to that person. So there's going to be a lot of motherfuckers that don't know love, that get the opportunity for love, and they fail at that shit because of some shit that they went through. Like, yo, let's take accountability that you gotta want the best for yourself before you want the best for anybody else. Right? So before you say, hey, I love somebody else, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing to be loved? Do you love yourself? Do you care about that type of shit? Because you have to care. If you're the type of person that don't care about that type of shit, then when it happens to you, you're going to be aggravated because, like, this might be something new. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't have to deal with this shit. Now I got to deal with caring about this motherfucker.
Yeah,
but,
you
see what I'm saying? And they'll fucking crash out.
That's why she ran away.
If you dealing with...
It's harder to, because... when somebody sees you, or you feel like they see you, and like nobody else, like, and they notice stuff about you that nobody else noticed, or like you feel like a connection, it is scary because you don't want it to not work, because that's scary. That's all, because you don't want to lose it, so you don't even want to go through that.
That should be crazy. And you know females be feeling that just because you have sex with them good?
Yeah.
Nigga. Like a crash out, like, what the fuck? Like, shit that they wasn't on. Nah, I ain't gonna keep on having sex with him if he don't give me no relationship. Then you keep on having sex with him and you like, nah, I'm not gonna get in no relationship with you and I'm gonna deal with somebody else, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, they'll crash the fuck out on you, my nigga. Crash the fuck
All
out
the
and
time.
come right the fuck back. Because you know what it is, my nigga? I really truly believe they would rather be with a nigga that keep it real with them than a nigga that's lying to them. And liars come quicker than truth. I guarantee you, there's a lot of niggas out there.
Be honest, yo.
Liars come quicker than truth.
If you tell somebody you an asshole and then they be like, I don't believe you.
That's
You
them.
know what I mean? Like,
Like another show, Harlem. It was these two lesbian couple, and one girl, she was like, she would just be fucking women over. She was like a pookie in the male community, what they would call like, she wasn't good. She was just, she wasn't trying to settle down. She wasn't, but
Yo, the
really,
dice be taking them down. Strapped
So-
up, nigga.
And she told her, she was like, I'm a walking red flag. I did this. She was like, I left my husband and moved out because her family didn't know that she was gay. She never told them or whatever. So she just left town and she
I
was
wonder if
married.
they assumed.
Like that's how she started. They probably did, but she just left town, never talked to him
Oh,
again,
okay,
and then
yeah.
moved on and started a career somewhere and left her husband. He didn't.
She had a husband?
Yeah, because she just was doing regular stuff, like because she didn't.
had a whole lie
So
portrayed.
she told her all of this. Like, listen,
Damn.
she was like, now I'm celibate because the last situation I found out I was sleeping with the mom and the daughter, not on purpose. She found out, like she didn't know that they were mom and daughter or whatever. So she was like, I'm being celibate because I don't know, something wrong with me. I'm a red flag. She told her, and she was like, I don't know. She said something. She was like, I don't think you're whatever. She thought it was some bullshit. Like, he told you what it was. I mean, she told you. So then they started dealing with each other, and she wanted her. Then eventually she was like, I really do. She was like, I love you, like, or whatever. So she did end up catching feelings for her. But then it was rocky. Like, she wanted her to meet her mom. Her mom was Robin Givens, by the way, the girlfriend's mom.
Oh,
And
and
then,
that's a real fucking. Oh, okay.
And then.
I'm invested. Like, what the?
No, I
Robin
said it was
Givens.
the show. This was on Harlem. That show that Megan Good was
okay,
on.
yeah.
And she was supposed to meet them for dinner. Megan Good was having a baby shower. That was like one of her best friends or whatever. They had a group of girlfriends. And she told her I'm still at the baby shower, but she had pulled up outside. She got scared. And then she got back in the car. But she seen her. And the mom seen her. They seen her get in the car, but she texted her and said, she didn't know that they seen her. She said, "Oh, I'm still stuck at the baby shower. Probably not gonna make it to dinner. I'll see you later on tonight at home, or whatever." But she seen her, so she was like, she was ignoring her. She was like, "I can't. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. Are you mad at me?" And then she was like, she wasn't answering.
How many times was she doing this?
This was the first time, but she just ignored her after that because she seen her get back in the car and she lied, talking about she's still at the baby shower, but she was looking through the window of the restaurant. And her mom seen her too, so that's even
was
worse.
the baby shower at the restaurant?
No, she had left from the baby shower and she pulled up, but then she was already scared to meet her mom. She was nervous. And her mom was a social worker. What you call a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, she a red flag. She like, she gonna just tear me down, and she was she was nervous.
You
about,
already feel like you're not enough.
Yeah. So then or like, you a red flag or whatever. Like she told her. So she was gonna come for her, but she was already nervous. So she got there and then she changed her mind, got back in the car, and left. And she seen her when she got back in the car and left. But she texted her and lied. Yeah. But then she ended up proposing. Why? When a nigga, well, this is a chick, but she thinks she is because she do what niggas do or whatever. Like, why when a dude mess up or whatever, you mad at them, then they want to propose? Like,
because it's the last thing that you could do. It's either that or get you pregnant.
But that's not.
Because
But you
now,
ain't fixed the
because
problem.
but now I know you locked in, so now I can make another mistake. You know what I mean? Like that's basically what it is. Like it's like if you're not ready, then you have to confess that you're not ready to make that step. And a lot of times in those situations, even I mean, in these directors, people that write these shits, I mean, they're pretty aware of these circumstances that happen in society. This shit is really culturally relevant. Like some of this shit, like it seems like it's crazy, but it actually happens in real life. Like these are just situations that we don't talk about all the time, but now that we got social media, it's all over the fucking place. Like we got the celebrities that's going through this shit all the fucking time. Kanye, fucking Offset, Cardi B, fucking who's next? Beyonce?
Would you seriously date a pregnant
Papoose and fucking
Date a pregnant?
What's her
Somebody
name?
pregnant? No.
Would I what? Say that
Would
again?
you seriously date a pregnant woman?
Would I ooh.
No.
Ooh.
Simple answer, no.
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't niggas be smashing. I'm saying.
So I gotta give some context to my answer.
But because I'm saying that was on the show too. Megan Good on the show. She was
Nah,
pregnant.
but that's a good question.
They had broke up and she found out she was pregnant after they had already broke up and he was with someone else and the new girl, he was serious with her. But I think he was just trying to prove a point because Megan Good was up and down. I don't like how they be making these female characters. They be making them seem like Looney Tunes, like they just be leaving.
Nah, they make them real. They make them relevant to the culture.
That shit be
like
stupid to me.
Like the story that you saying, it
Because
sound real.
It sound real
because you like, yo, like this shit
real.
really going on online. You see this shit in the fucking timeline.
That's retarded.
It fucking is. That's why we trying to say that we gotta cut this shit the fuck out.
The nigga loves her for real. Like
watching this shit is fucking killing y'all.
So then finally she was like, oh, so then. I don't know. He went to school or went somewhere for a job. He was a chef or something, and she didn't want to go. She wanted to stay and do her career. So they didn't. So she didn't go. So then he comes back, and he's engaged. Okay, he came back. He was engaged.
We talk about Papoose and Remy.
Then they start fucking around or whatever, and then. Now his wedding is off, but then she leaves him again, or whatever. So then I don't know. They did try to word it, or they really broke up, or whatever. So then he started dating somebody else,
the boxer,
and then now she pregnant because they had just broke. They were still sleeping with each other after they broke up.
Yo, do you think that she gonna get pregnant? She was
the girl. Stayed. He told her about it through the whole pregnancy. She was pregnant. She had the baby, everything. Like, but the girl ended up leaving after she had the baby because he still loved her. But I feel like he was trying to prove a point, like, bitch, I'm not leaving her now. I'm serious. I really do like her. He did really like the girl, but he did want to be with Megan. But bitch, you can't keep just popping up trying to set me back. I done moved on with somebody else, and like, so he was trying to prove a point, like, she ain't going nowhere. Like, you could have the baby. I'll take care of the baby, and we could co-parent. But I'm with her now because I don't know what you like. You're not. But he really did want to be with her. So then the girl realized, like, after going through it,
but that bitch wasn't no boxer like Clarissa shit.
But she could see that. She was like, I can't do this because
it's like,
still love her. And he
are you really gonna fight for what you want? Like in that situation,
no. But he said she was like, you
still deal with
love
the
her.
drama that comes with that shit.
And that's
so
what she said.
He's always gonna love her. He's always gonna love her.
Because he couldn't even say.
Is it hard for you? Is it hard for you to accept that he's never gonna not love this woman? Because that's the mother of my child and all this other shit. Yeah. I have to have.
She gave him freedom. She
love
let him
for
go.
her.
He would go over there and set stuff up in the house, and they wasn't doing nothing.
You gotta have love for her.
He would go to the doctor's appointment. She would let him free and do what he want. But then she realized, like, you still love her. She was like, I can't. And then he was like, he didn't say nothing. Like. She was like, oh my God, because I guess she wanted him to be like, no, I don't love her no more. But
that's some real shit.
Like he didn't say nothing. Like, and she was like, I can't. He was like, I can't. She was like, I can't do this, like, because He was like, I
Stop
love
cat.
you too. He
You
was
biting.
like, I wanted to follow through with what we talked about. Like, I did want to be with you. I was gonna do it. She was like, but I don't want you to do it out of obligation, because that's basically how he was saying. Like, I already made a commitment to you. Like, so I'm gonna stick with it, because I do, you know. And she was, because he didn't want to hurt her and let her down. But it's like, nobody wants to be that. Like, you should have said that before. Like, so she could have been like, all right. She didn't know that she found out when he told her when she was pregnant and everything. Like I said, he was going to doctor's appointments and everything, but it was just, I wouldn't have been able to deal
She
with that.
waited to tell him?
Didn't she leave him first?
No, they stayed together. No, she didn't wait. As soon as she found out she was pregnant, but they were, after they broke up, they were still sleeping with each other. And then he got back with
That's
this.
normally what happened. I bet you, like, real shit, though, I bet you Pat was still fucking Remy.
Well, after they broke up, allegedly, yeah.
While she was fucking with Easy the Block Captain.
Because you know what's crazy? They had a situation where Queen's Flip, was on the phone talking to Remy. And unless she lied about this shit and it wasn't who the fuck it was supposed to be, she claimed that Papoose was in the house with her. It was her and Pat. And they was together, and you know what I mean? All of this shit was bullshit. And then all of the bullshit really, you know, came out, and then, you know. But I'm trying to think, was that really Pat? Because it sounded like they was trying to work it out, but maybe some more information got dropped, and it was like, nah, we can't fix this.
But they ended up getting back together because the girl left, and then he was like, she asked me, did I love you? He was like, I couldn't lie to her. He was like, how much I try to tell myself, I know it's not true.
See, that gotta be more than care.
And they got back together and they raised the baby.
That gotta be more than care. That gotta be more than
in this world. You got this baby mama over here.
I'm just saying,
5
that's
baby
love
fathers
for real.
over there.
I don't know if she really loves him. She probably just settled with him.
No, she did. I don't know. Megan did what? She was a crash out too.
That's what I'm saying. I think she really just settled with him because she knew he was a good man. It was like, I ain't gonna get nobody better than this.
Oh, you talk about in real life?
In real life.
Who? You said Megan. You talk about from the show
and her
or
character, yeah.
Oh, no,
how
it was depicted.
First, right? She left him first,
but because I don't think it was that she didn't love him, because everything she just was.
You leave me
and
you don't love me, then come on now. What the fuck are you leaving?
Because she was just going through it. She was just doing dumb shit.
She was just the
like,
most
first, she didn't leave. Like, he moved out of town for a job, and he wanted her to come. And then right before they were gonna leave, she was like, "I can't go. I have my career here at the college," because she was working at the college.
And that's that shit right there, like real shit.
So that was the first time. So then he come back, he engaged. You ruined his engagement because y'all started fucking around. He called off his engagement, and then you left him again because you was like, "I don't think this is right," or whatever. And then but she still wanted to be like the way it was shown on the show. Like, she was miserable without him. Like, she wanted to be with him, but she kept on doing dumb shit. Like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this don't make no sense. I'm like, I don't know what type of women. I mean, maybe they are out there, but I don't be doing dumb shit like that. If I like you, I'm not, unless it's like you're wasting my time and it ain't going nowhere and you're like, I feel like you're playing games, then I would. But if I feel like you really care and you doing what the guys was doing in this, like, and you sitting here pushing me away, or I wouldn't like leave you if you was doing what you were supposed to be doing. To me, they were doing what they were supposed to do. He loved her. You acting stupid, just like that other lady. Like, she got issues. She needs to go to therapy for that other show. Got left with the baby and stuff. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, this nigga, who? It is kind of creepy at first, but that is a TV show. But like, he found you. He stalked you and tracked you down and found you after that encounter, because he like, we had a connection. Like, I love you. It's something, whatever. Then you get back together. You get pregnant again after you lost the baby, and he want to be with you and stay there. None of these bitches with their baby father. The nigga had a baby while he was with him or some shit. And this nigga found you. You got back with him. You told him you're gonna, and then you just keep leaving. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, but you
And
want
he keep
him.
taking you back?
Yeah, but she
That's
want
like that
him.
dude that they just showed on fucking that shit. The dude took his wife, still with his wife after 15 years because she dipped on him.
On tonight's conversation.
Yeah, you watch that?
Like,
you watch that show?
Can I keep my side, nigga?
Yeah, yo.
That's what she said. I'm trying to figure out how I could keep my husband and my side.
That is, yo, that's so. He was there. That's so
and then they talked to
disrespectful,
him.
yo.
That was a skit. I
That's
think.
so
I don't believe.
You think
I mean,
so?
not
You
skit.
think
Like
that
they
was
probably
planned?
paid them. Yeah,
You think so?
Cause why would you be that stupid? Like, I wouldn't even want you.
Love her.
I wouldn't even
He
want
weak.
you if I was her. She just.
You think he seemed like a weak man? Would you say he's a weak man?
Yeah, because that's dumb. Even a woman too. You got a whole. He's not even.
This a real person. OD.
What happened? My bad.
A
they
woman
was on this podcast where they talk about relationships and stuff,
Yeah.
and they have a live studio on this.
Mhm.
This lady got on a microphone and she talk about she been cheated, she got a side nigga on her husband, and she was like, I don't know what to do. She was like, I'm trying to figure out how I could
play it on the screen. Play it on the screen so we can see it.
my husband to let me keep my side nigga.
Oh, I seen that shit and everybody was cheering.
You see?
Fuck her dog.
The dude was up there.
Fuck her dog.
You seen the husband?
Fuck her dog.
What?
All I did was fuck her. It's fuck her.
Fuckery.
All of it.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Fuckery.
They crazy. Where's the remote? Is it over there? Or is it on the table? Gotta lift up this thing. The sky is falling, guys. It sounds crazy. It sounds like somebody throwing rocks at the window.
It really does. I thought Batman was gonna crash in there. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, yo, let's talk about our chief of chief executive. This guy. So he made Hamas an offer they couldn't refuse publicly, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm noticing that all of his public interactions right now in the Oval Office include himself and sometimes Elon Musk and Elon Musk's little one. It's his son.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That little boy was telling all the little secrets that he
Yo.
knew. That little nigga like, we're just gonna do what we want. Like what?
Right, it's crazy.
That little nigga is dead serious.
So the president's making war decisions, and he got like unauthorized personnel in the Oval Office during this shit. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
little
yeah.
kid, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, Hamas had made an offer to Hamas that they couldn't refuse. Like, you know, in some ways, they fucking talking about, you got until 12 o'clock noon to release the prisoners. And I said what I said type shit. Like, that's
okay.
That's how his video was. Like, dad was like, yo, you got until
business.
Yeah, he said you have until Saturday by noon to release all the prisoners. And if you don't do that, then that's it. 12 noon. That's as long as you have. He released 9 prisoners. It's 72 prisoners, yo. He released 9 of them, yo.
Damn.
Like,
I thought it was only 10.
He released 9 of the 72.
That's crazy.
So, I don't know what's going on, but I guess they still negotiating terms.
So who are these prisoners? Can we get a little backstory for this? Because I'm not. Really
so, you know what? We got to use
shit that I can't really help.
Who are the Hamas prisoners?
He must be American if Trump is going that hard for him.
Okay.
I mean, what are we doing? We shutting down wars? America is involved? What are we doing?
It's crazy stuff going on. So, February 15, 2025, per AJC Global Voice, American families whose sons and fathers, husbands, mothers have been held hostage by Hamas since October 7th terrorist attack. Silver dog tags engraved with their one-day wish. Da, da, da. All right, so the hostages are, these are all the hostages right now.
Yeah, Americans. Some of them. Damn. Old lady. That's crazy.
Well, prayers go out to the prisoners of Azkaban.
Yo, prisoners of Azkaban is crazy. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's serious. They trying to get the, I don't know, I be hearing mad different shit, hearing different numbers and shit. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I think that they're trying to do something. I don't know what's going on.
To get everybody out.
To get everybody out. You know what I mean? That's the point. The point is to try to get everybody out. But
I'm just gonna try to search life on other planets.
yo, and it's crazy you say that.
Yo, that's
shit I've been
real
watching
shit.
or that shit. Yo,
You gotta go underwater, E. You gotta go down with the mermaids. That's
You can
another
do it.
planet. It's still our planet, but
it's
it's
life
gonna be
out
different.
there, yo.
I like the water too. I just don't want to be crushed
float and
or
look
drown.
up at the sky. It'd be so peaceful, especially
Yeah,
at
maybe
nighttime. Like, what you said?
He was giving it to me.
I thought that was the paper.
It do got
That's
paper on the
Oh,
outside.
it got paper on it.
Oh, you rigged it up?
Trying to trick me.
No,
Yeah. Trick me.
No, I just rolled it with both. I rolled it with the entourage and the paper on the outside.
Brown paper bag.
Brown paper bag. Dre and what's his name? Dre and
Jeez.
no,
Wayne.
no, and he would say something. Dre and it was somebody.
Cool and Dre?
Yeah.
Oh, they made that? I didn't even know.
Yeah, that was him singing that.
Oh shit.
So,
You
what
got
about
some hooks back in the day?
what about 50 and Meech?
Yo, 50 stands.
Do y'all
on-
like the BMF show? Do y'all watch
I do,
that?
but
I've
it's
never,
over.
I've never watched it.
I do. I
it's
like
not
it.
gonna be
It's
anymore.
over. No.
Do you like it enough to continue watching it?
I would watch
Yeah, I
it, but
was
it's not
waiting
gonna be
for
no
the
more.
I mean, it ain't.
Lala was
the
in it
first
looking
season
good.
was
Shout out to
probably-
Lala.
Are you disappointed that he's
Yeah.
not? He's gonna.
I said it. It is funny because
Character.
Just Hilarious was like when it first started the beef. She was like, "Come on, y'all gotta cut that out. You know, 50 Cent petty. He gonna cancel BMF. Watch." And now
Why
he
you messing
is.
with me, huh?
This
Why you
nigga is
messing with
petty
me?
as fuck.
Why you messing
Is he
with me?
doing that to Power too?
Power is over.
Power don't got nothing to do with me. Power don't got nothing to do with me, bro.
They got
Yeah.
Tommy is coming back on and Raising Canaan is coming back on, but the other
Yeah. BMF is over.
50 need to cut it out, man.
I don't
He too
even-
old.
yo.
He too old to be behaving the way he behaving.
I think-
yo. Let niggas
I
get
think-
their money.
I think he's
And
old
leave
like
him
that.
alone, bro.
I think he's old like that because of his mentalities, bro.
that's corny though. That's you losing money. And first of all, it ain't just his show. Even though he came up with a concept, he worked with other people, and I'm sure there's contracts and stuff involved. So if they could probably sue you if you just decide you have a contract,
Ain't nobody
probably a
suing
certain
50.
amount of seasons or whatever that you're supposed to have. So you willing to risk money or whatever
Yeah,
because
ain't
you're
nobody-
mad
ain't
at
no-
like
ain't
and
nobody
going to
suing
court
50.
and getting sued and stuff.
Ain't nobody
Like-
suing 50. That's why I believe that he has the ultimate control over that shit because he shut that shit down and you're not hearing
Well,
about
for
nobody
now,
suing
but
him.
we don't. This is still new, kinda.
50
You
crazy.
think 50's gonna turn his word
Hell
I
no.
don't think I'm
To
saying
fulfill a
that's petty as fuck.
contract, it's
to
not
do
gonna
that.
happen.
But
I'm just saying.
I
That's
said
a
they
petty-
have the right, whether they use it
Okay.
or not. I'm pretty sure. Like I
Stop.
said, there's other people involved. There's writers
Stop.
and stuff
I do-
like that.
I do
and
believe
you
that,
had a contract.
but-
They don't just say, "Oh, for this episode."
So-
they
so
usually
check
do
this
like
out.
a whole season.
50
they probably already shot the shit.
50 has control of Big Meech's likeness. So when Rick Ross was trying to come out with a movie, a BMF movie, that shit got canceled because 50 Cent owns the right. And 50 and Ross is gonna have to ask 50 for permission to do that
Yeah,
shit.
but what I'm saying is, if he had a contract with the network, whatever station that it comes on, like, or we're gonna do. I'm pretty sure they probably started already filming the next season.
I think it's
or
smart
whatever.
in business
So that's what I'm saying.
to
They already
buy the
have
likeness of a person before you do a movie or a show. Because if you buy the likeness of a person, just in business, if you buy the likeness of a person, let's say,
Or
okay,
unless he
I'll
has a
give
clause
you-
that says
I'll
I
give
can
you-
cancel whenever I want or something.
Exactly.
If he don't
That
have
would-
that, then
yeah.
they can sue him if they
He
have a
don't-
contract.
he don't have that, I'm sure.
And that's what I'm saying. So if they have the option, they could.
But you
And
gotta
he
think,
got
E,
money, but they're
E,
a TV network
E,
or whoever,
E.
these writers and the other people that helped him bring the story to life.
You gotta think, like, yeah, Big Meech was, you know, a drug dealer and he was really famous. He had a lot of money, but he did a lot of time. He doesn't have the same pull that he had before. So
I ain't
nah, he
saying
don't.
he would.
So-
I'm talking
No.
about the other people that's involved.
I understand that. And maybe you're right, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the
I
likely
said they
I think the
would. I
likely
said
I think the
they
likeliness
Ross
of
don't got
that
enough-
show coming
Ross
back
don't got enough
because of
bread.
somebody on the back burner
I ain't
is
talking
not
about
gonna-
Ross. I'm
No,
talking
but
about
I'm saying,
because he canceled.
I'm saying Ross, cause the Ross intervention was the reason why it'll happen. But Ross don't have the money to compensate like 50 can. 50 already put, like somebody said, $5 million in each pocket, and he made money off of that deal. So he can't really take nothing from that. He did what he did, but
he
he
can't
still
do
could
nothing on
stand
it
on
if you own the likeness of a
stand
person.
on business from the situation.
If you own the likeness of a person, if you say, look, we're gonna come out with a BMF show, right? Nobody else could do a BMF movie. There can't be no BMF t-shirts. There can't be no BMF nothing because 50 owns that shit now.
Right.
So because he did some shit that I guess in the street was rat worthy or snitch worthy or whatever the fuck it was, he was like, oh, I'm standing on these principles. Like, this nigga snitched and then he's trying to snake me and fucking with my enemies. Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm gonna stand on
and
that.
Supreme too.
That's what I'm
was
saying.
dealing with him, and he
That's
tried
what
to
I'm
kill
saying.
him, so
I think when
I don't
50
know.
does some shit, it's deeper than just what the fuck it is on the surface. And I think this is one of those situations. Like, I'm disappointed that no more BMF because I love that show. But
He
yeah,
said,
I like that.
he
was
said,
standing on it.
I think one of his quotes
standing on it.
online was, I'm stronger than I was before, or something like that.
who 50 said that?
Yeah. Sometimes he make little cryptic comments, you know.
Somebody check on Lil Meech, man. Make sure he good out here.
And then 50 said, "So I talk about you thought you was special."
Oh,
to-
that
to
shit was
me.
crazy.
He
See,
look
that's
just
petty.
like that nigga.
That's petty. I mean, well.
Look like him, act like him.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? It is
And
what it
they
is.
y'all not even speaking.
Cause 50 was
Yeah,
like
not
50
genetics.
was like his father, real quick, until his father
That's
got out
what
of
he
jail.
was trying to say.
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to
Yeah,
say.
he was like, he was a father.
You was my
So he
son.
felt
He
was trying to
some
say.
type of way. So that's
He
why
did.
he said, you thought you was special, nigga. Ha ha.
Like, yo, what movie is that? Like,
Yeah, stop playing with Fifth, man.
where somebody was like his father, but he wasn't really his father and shit. And the other father wasn't around, and he came back in the picture.
Remember in
I'm home
Scary
now.
I didn't see
Movie,
that, but they
one
put
of
the
the-
faces over the reality TV shows.
one of the Scary Movie, remember when he was like, I'm here to pick up my son.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
then it was
you
Sean
was talking about that
and-
shit.
And he
Oh no, that wasn't scary.
and he really picked up his
Pick
son
him up, put him
and
down.
put him down, and then left. He was like, all right, I'll be back next
Pick him up
week.
again.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, shit. Y'all been hearing?
I think it was Dance Flick, maybe. That's
Marlon. Nah, that was what's her name?
Nah,
it
was
Dance
that
It was
was that
Dance
Don't Be a
Flick.
Menace?
I could have.
No, maybe it was.
That was Don't Be a Menace.
No,
yeah.
was it? No, that was Dance Flick.
I don't know. That
Or
sounds like
no,
Scary Movie.
it was Scary Movie
It was
because
Scary Movie.
that was the one when she was like, look at her. She was like, I gotta watch my weight. What's the name? Have a weight requirement. Ugh, I'm so hungry. And then she opened up a styrofoam container and it had one Cheerio,
That's
and
hilarious.
she ate it. And she was like, "That's all you gonna eat?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm watching my figure or whatever. They have a weight requirement." And then she was like, "Look at Mara. She looks great." And then a stick figure.
Shit crazy.
Yo,
We've
Scary
reminded
Movie. They
that
need to
so
bring that
many
back.
times when we
They
I
kept
wonder-
are bringing it back.
Who-
They bringing back Scary Movie, yo.
Another
and,
one?
and Marlon and
They made
Marlon
too
and,
many. I
and
didn't
Sean.
watch them all. I don't know.
I didn't
how
watch them
even
all.
watch
I
that.
stopped when
How
Marlon
they-
and Sean got out of it. They Hollywood bought them out of it and shit. But now that they coming back, I'll watch that shit. I fuck with anything the Waynes do.
It
Yo.
was
The Waynes
so
is
stupid.
talented.
It was too stupid.
Mhm.
Like I couldn't. I'm like, yo.
No, that's
But
so
I kept.
funny.
Black
I don't mind
History
that
Month,
part.
man. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. And
Mm.
let's talk about
Yeah, Black History
Black
Month.
History Month. I want to say this because I didn't know some of this stuff.
You ain't see the
So-
Super Bowl? Play.
She ain't talking about the Super Bowl. She talking about something deep.
It's the
nigga.
All-Star weekend.
She talking about.
It's
hey.
mad shit going on right now. Like
Talk about
we under
Black
a rock
History.
right now, y'all.
She talk about.
congratulations to everybody doing their thing, Black excellence. But since it is Black History Month,
Go learn
I
about some
wanna-
morbid facts from E. La Jefa.
Okay. one moment, you guys.
She gotta open up the cryptic book.
Oh yeah, Whoopi Goldberg in trouble too. Fucking
She
with Elon Musk. Yo, you don't fuck with him, man.
No idea how horrific slavery
Saying
was.
shit now.
They ate
She
Nat
already
Turner
got
after his
fined 80 mil.
execution, boiling his body. My name is
Listen
Woodland.
to it.
It's February 15th. Body for oil and
They
turn-
probably ate
You have
Geronimo,
no
too.
idea how horrific slavery was. They ate Nat Turner after his execution, boiling his body for oil and turning his remains into souvenirs. Enslaved Africans' hair was used to stuff furniture, including pillows and mattresses, while their teeth were sold as dentures for white wealthy people.
George
including,
Washington.
But not limited to George Washington.
See?
The skin of the enslaved individual was flayed and turned into leather for shoes and clothing.
Mm.
Pregnant black women were whipped on their stomachs to induce miscarriages or forced to give birth under inhumane conditions,
Crazy.
only to have their infants sold off. Enslaved men and women were subject to brutal medical procedures without anesthesia or consent. Tools like thumb screws and iron muzzles were used to silence them, while branding irons seared their skin with the marks of their enslavers.
Crazy.
Rape was weaponized as a tool of control, with enslaved women forced to bear children who were automatically enslaved, perpetuating the cycle. Families were torn apart at auction blocks, with children as young as toddlers sold to distant plantations, never to see their parents again. Even after death, the bodies of enslaved people were desecrated. Their remains were often stolen from graveyards and used for medical dissections or experimentation. Their lives were treated as commodities, and their suffering was systematic, deliberate, and utterly inhumane. Slavery wasn't just a labor system. It was a calculated mechanism of dehumanization, leaving a legacy of cruelty and trauma that reverberates through history to this day. And still, there is no recompense or reparations for the descendants of the enslaved. And the algorithm will probably make it so that
Can I
most
say
people don't
something
see this video.
After that, so it's crazy that you played that because no, we haven't got any reparations for that, and probably because of that is
You're what?
we were lied about. Well, a lot of people were lied to about their ancestry. Like, I don't know if this is true. Somebody fact check this, but allegedly Trump just signed some shit that says that black people weren't native to Africa. They were native here, and they're indigenous to America, which kind of changes everything because now we would be recognized as an indigenous people, and we could get some type of reparations or we could get some type of funding. So I just want to see what would I want to see what y'all think about that going around the table, like the positives, negatives of that.
If we got reparations.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? We had like some type of reservation like the fucking natives. Well, the other natives.
I always believe that it's good for us to build our own communities. I mean, we could do it ourselves right now. It's just we don't take advantage of it.
Mhm.
But I'm all for us if we were able to get reparations, able to get acres of land, but figure out what to do with this land. Don't just be sitting there with a house that's just collecting dust.
Mhm.
Build on that shit. Get some storefronts in there. Get some farm crops built up.
I
I looked
believe
up
it.
where to
Like,
get chicken.
Do something, you know what I mean, with that shit. Don't put that shit, don't take that money and put it back. I don't agree with the shit that, what's his name said, light skinned dude that be on the peep sometime. If we got money reparations, the same thing that he would do with it is the same thing that I would do with it. Like, I don't think all black people would misuse reparations if we were able to get it.
Nah.
I
But a
think
lot
that
people
some of
would,
us
though.
would be able to do it, but I think a lot of us would probably be buying more.
Putting yourself back in debt.
Yeah,
100%.
Louis Vuitton and this and that
100%.
and whatever. It don't hurt to do something, but you work and you earn the you know what, I deserve to do this. I've been working hard, you know what I mean? You sweat it for this. But when you just got this shit and you just like, I'm just gonna buy this, just gonna buy that, just wasting money
But it's financial
vicariously
literacy.
and not bringing it back.
If you never learned it, you can't say that they did it on purpose, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just some people didn't learn that because they grew up in poverty.
I think one thing that needs to be encouraged is a financial literacy class.
100%.
Something that could teach them how to manage your money, types of accounts that you should open up.
They should go based by income. Like, as soon as you learn that you're worth over 100,000, you gotta go to financial literacy class. You have to take that class. Especially if you're like a kid and, you know what I mean, you're gonna have to learn that.
I think that should just be in the schools anyway.
Yeah,
Financial literacy class?
It should. But you know what, E? I think that
I will homeschool my children.
I think, and I could be a conspiracy theorist on that, but I think a lot of the reason why RFK and Trump is getting pushed back on the academic side is because they're changing the whole dynamic of what the system used to be. Like, the system used to be the Board of Ed has the last say. They might not agree with it because they don't change their rules up for anybody else, but they'll hear you and your little PTAs and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? And then we're gonna take the money that we're supposed to be putting in the school and go on vacation, because fuck that, right? So now you heard Trump getting rid of the Board of Ed, getting rid of all of that shit. So now there has to be some type of replacement. It's not just gonna be no more school.
Private schools. Parents gonna have to come out their pockets to get the best education.
It could be that.
Children.
It could be that, or it could
homeschool.
be homeschool. And the thing about homeschool could be beneficial because of how he does it. If he says, okay, homeschool, but you're getting paid because you're basically teaching and you're getting paid to teach your kid. You know how many people will benefit more off of that than, you know what I'm saying? Like, than the bullshit that we've been learning all this time.
And working.
Bro, and working. Getting bread. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna bring back the family dynamic, bro. Like, I have a theory.
But it's gotta be a nuclear family. The mother can't do it by herself.
Exactly. And I have a theory about what's gonna happen to America. And I've heard other people say this theory after I thought about it, but it's here nor there, right? You know how they're changing the names of things in America? I did see this on TikTok too. But you know how they're changing things like the Gulf of Mexico is now the Gulf of America.
Mm.
They're also changing. They're thinking about change. They made it seem like it's a joke, but now people are petitioning to change it. Long Island Sound is going to be the Connecticut Sound. And you know, my theory on this, they're gonna change the name of America in Trump and Elon's reign in this 4 years. They're gonna change the name of America. Now, it's no big deal. People might say something simple like New America. It's gonna be New America or something that's
the Great America.
It's gonna be
like Great Britain.
That's what I'm saying. The Great America. It's gonna be something simple.
He said he gonna make it great again.
But peep game. But peep game. What they're really
the new MAGA hats is hot.
What they're really gonna do is, as soon as they change the names, they're gonna start changing the laws. This isn't old America. This isn't the United States of America no more. This is a new America. This is the Great America. This isn't United States of America no more. So we can change the laws now.
Because the Gulf of Mexico is now what?
The Gulf of America. Long Island Sound is about to be Connecticut Sound. I'm just saying, there seems like to be a pattern with all of these things. Just like there's a pattern.
Are they gonna change the Long Island iced tea? It's a Connecticut iced tea?
I mean, I don't know. They're probably
Are we the capital?
The capital.
I don't know what we are.
What? What? Capital what?
Why are they making it? Why they change?
Because
Hartford is our
we
capital.
we share the
We're
sound.
the first state.
We share the sound with Long Island.
But we're the first state.
Like if you drive
That's
out there
our
with
shit.
a boat,
The Constitution state.
it's Connecticut on this side and Long Island on that side, and we got most of the land, like is Connecticut, but you know they call it Long Island Sound.
I remember when I was in middle school, where we had to memorize the preamble to the Constitution, like it was a test. We had to like
Middle school?
And they write it down word for word, punctuation and
Damn.
everything. Yeah.
You must have went to the school for the gifted.
It was a magnet school.
Oh, there you go. The magnet schools be putting the word.
I did it, but I don't remember it now.
Gangsta.
We the people of the United States of America. I don't know. I don't remember, but I remember then, and I wrote it down. She wanted us to memorize the punctuation and everything, and look, I don't even remember no more. You know they said smoking marijuana leads to dementia. I believe that because people do.
I could see that, especially.
There had to be something wrong, right?
You know what it is? You know what it is? I don't believe it's all marijuana. I think it's the marijuana that we smoke with the fucking chemicals in it.
Marijuana made me remember the good old days.
I believe it's that, yo. Because
look at where the good times at.
I was
trying to bring the good times back.
I was smoking one time and I just zoned the fuck out. And I was like seeing like colors on the side of me. I was like, yo, I'm bugging because I'm at work. I'm bugging because I was high as fuck. This is what I used to work security in Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. And fucking, we was in the little security booths and shit. And there was like 2 guards on at night, like overnight and shit. So we used to go out in a little cart, smoke in the parking lot, and then come back to the booth. Nigga, I was in this fucking booth, my nigga. Gone, nigga. I'm seeing all type of colors and shit. I'm like, yo, this shit, I need to chill.
I don't know what you be having.
Yeah, because you see colors and shit. You're like, what the fuck?
They put some shrooms in that shit.
Shit crazy.
Some LSD.
This shit crazy. But if you don't never close your eyes and then you see all the squiggly lines and shit.
Yeah.
That's
when you look in the light.
Yeah, that's some shit.
This is what I'm saying.
The fucking they told me what that shit was. You know what?
Fuck it just stays in your until it gets out of.
What are the squiggly lines that you see when you open your eyes?
It's nothing. It's just.
It is something.
Whatever you was looking at before you close your eyes.
Floater. They're called floaters.
Yeah.
Small dark shapes. You think you just made it up?
No,
You
I
like
didn't
you're
make
nothing.
it up.
It is
No, but I'm
something,
saying it's not
Floaters
a
are
real
small
thing.
dark
though.
shapes that float across your vision. They can look like spots, threads,
But
squiggly
why? It's 'cause
lines,
of what you
or
see.
even little cobwebs.
was
Most
staring
people have
at light.
floaters that come and go, and they often don't need treatment. But sometimes floaters can be a sign of a more serious eye condition.
That's crazy.
So these are things that come across in your vision. They're not real like
That's
they're
what I
real
said.
to your eyes, but that is something in your vision. It's
Yeah.
like when we look at the TV and we see like little lines in the TV or whatever. It's how the signal's being received, I guess.
Nigga,
Maybe it's something deeper that we don't understand, but it's something that's relative. It's not just something that we made up. Everybody sees that shit. You're not a freak if you have.
No,
if you've seen
I
floaters
I
or
never
some
said
shit.
that it was made up. I said it's not nothing really there. I'm saying you just.
It's there
And
because
sometimes when
everybody
you
sees
stare,
it.
and sometimes when you stare
is
at
that-
the light,
we're
like if
vibrating
you stare
atoms.
at the
Is that
light
a-
too.
Is
If
that
you
a
stare at the light
is that
and
an
then close your
example of
eyes,
an
you'll
objective
see a ring.
perspective? Is that an
Yeah,
example of an
right?
objective perspective?
If you
Yeah,
stare
you
at
gotta
the
see
light,
something.
sometime you'll close your eyes.
But then you
you'll
can't see it, so that's an objective perspective because I know it exists.
You can
know
see
it
it. I
exists,
see it
but
too,
you
but I'm
can't see
saying
what
it's
I
not
see.
real. It's not a.
It
something
is
you can
real.
touch
How
and-
can you say it's not real?
Because it ain't nothing really
So,
there. You just seeing
You
something in
you
your
associate
vision, like you
touch
said.
with real? Let's go deep. Let's go down
You
that
can
rabbit hole
touch
because you
real
said
things,
that.
right?
Everything that's real, you can touch.
You actually see
can't
it,
touch
but
a
it's
ball.
nothing actually
Can
there,
you-
is what I'm saying.
Can something be
you
real?
know what I mean.
I'm asking you a question. Can something be real that you can't touch?
Right now?
Yes, I think so.
All right, that's all I'm saying. So
Well, she's going to town.
it's real,
She's like,
but
"Rah,
we
I'ma
can't-
get
but
this
you can't
nigga."
touch
I did it all for the nigga.
because everybody sees it. It's an objective perspective.
So you can take that cookie and stick it up your ear.
That's an example of it.
You gonna get him?
And there's a lot of things that people can't
Where's your
see,
brush?
but they believe it's real, I guess. But the belief is the
You want
subjective
your
part,
brush?
right? Because people believe that God is real, but they can't see him.
But I said I can see it, but I'm saying there's nothing actually, like in your vision, it looks like something there. Something making it look like that's there, but there's not an actual thing there. It's just something.
It's
you
gotta
see in
be
your-
something. It's something. It's a distortion, but it's not.
Just like if you stare at the light and then you close your eyes.
Yeah, but what I'm
you'll
saying
see
is,
the light,
what I'm saying is,
the ring of the
it's a
light.
distortion in your vision. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing your vision is fucking up to see that shit. You shouldn't have
Or
it,
if
but
you
it's
rub
normal
your
to see it.
eyes.
Right, because the trauma, and then you see that thing just, the spots just pop up.
Like a slug.
Right. But those spots are it's like the TV messing up, and then you gotta hit it to fix it, type shit. Right, like that. It's consciousness perception, but it's an objective perspective because everybody has experienced this and everybody knows that it exists. So that's how people identify it, and they have to examine it further to see how this is caused and how to prevent it. And a lot of times we know how this happens. A lot of times it can happen from dizziness, looking at light for too long. You can see these floaters or whatever, but it's never good. It's an indication that there's some other thing that's serious that may be happening that resulted in that. And you might need to sit down for a minute. You might need to go to the hospital, whatever. It could be serious if you see a whole bunch of shit that's not real, that nobody else can see. That couldn't be a good thing for a long period of time. But we know that this is normal. It's not like in our imagination, like little green men or something. Now, if you see a little green man instead of a floater, like if you look at the light real quick and you see a little green man, they coming at you
There's
like,
one on your shoulder.
come on, man. I'm right here. I know you can see me. I know you can see me. Don't act like you can't see me. Don't pretend. If that's what's going on,
What?
then that's different. Floaters are not like
Is
that.
a floater? What do you see?
A green man on his shoulder.
A gray man?
Green.
A green man on his shoulder. No, I don't see that. You got that good.
It's it got a top hat on.
Oh,
It's a
shit.
little
She
leather.
sees a leprechaun, right? So
Oh,
all of our
shit.
shoulders, she sees a leprechaun. You don't see a leprechaun. I don't feel or see a leprechaun. She needs to go to the hospital. That's how you.
That's how we deduct it.
That's how you deduct it. Like, okay, you seen leprechauns, we need to take you to the hospital.
You take the higher road and I'll take the lower road.
Now, if you seen a floater, then I could be like, yo, don't be staring at the light too long. Close your eyes.
There's a
You know,
reason.
take a second. You know what I mean? But if you see something that's doing active things, like who's doing that? Like, now here's the thing. Are these other realms of existence, if you do see something, is it illusion or is it something that's really there? Like, if you do see a little leprechaun and then we don't see a fucking leprechaun and then this just happened. What the fuck?
Yeah. Then
what just happened?
Then there's credibility to what you
now we like, okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Ha ha ha, motherfucker, joke's on you.
Yeah, it's a real leprechaun.
She see this shit, she's got another sight. Does that exist?
Yeah.
We go into like everything has a realm of how do people believe that any of these things are possible? Where do we get these ideas?
Stranger Things, nigga. If they have kids,
movies, like Venom.
Stranger Things.
Venom was awesome.
Think of Stranger Things, though. I really think they have that shit like now.
Yeah.
They have kids that have gifts that are separated from the public, that are used as some type of weapon to the military. I believe that. Like, that shit, come on now.
Captain America.
That's what I'm, we don't know, but I do believe in super soldiers. I do believe
they
that they were testing.
They got a secret place, where they're doing tests on aliens and stuff.
See, Venom is different because we don't understand aliens, so we could fuck the hell up and be wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Messing around with shit we don't know. We could fuck up. Yeah. That's different. And they've already said in court that they've had accidents that have happened and some fatalities deal with
particle
trying to work on different machines and weapons and stuff like that, and people have lost their lives trying to figure stuff out. So they know that this is real. But super soldiers, that'd be crazy. Super soldiers. Superhuman soldiers that are good.
And where the
not that Mars.
The squirrel.
What about
Sandy? She wear the gallon.
Venus.
Oh, Sandy from SpongeBob. I think that's really how the Earth is for real. I think we're in Sandy's fucking bubble in the water. And that's how everybody's like, oh, it's flat Earth. It's not flat Earth. It's a whole globe around us with water all around us. And I think Mars is in the water. All of that shit's really in the water. There's no real space.
Like cabin in the woods?
Yeah. And I don't think nothing could escape past that little glass
barrier.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna release the aliens and the monsters?
They're already here. They're in their inner Earth, and they found ways to come out of inner Earth in like what we think is portals. Cause fucking they've been testing the particle accelerator. Of course they've been making portals. Remember in Miami? The fucking aliens in Miami. Y'all remember that shit? The fucking aliens popped up in fucking Miami. And it was like, yo, it seemed like motherfuckers was phasing in and phasing out and shit.
This dude said that wasn't true.
See, now it wasn't true. Too many people
they tried to debunk a lot of stuff because
for the reason of you gotta keep this shit on the wraps, my nigga.
Because people do have stuff that they shouldn't have. And people be doing pranks. And a lot of stuff will make you famous overnight.
If that was
some wild shit, and
if that was a
hologram, has the
footage,
if that was a hologram, 300 million views and shit. Now you broke the internet.
If that was a hologram and what's the name? Civilians have that tech, bro, it's up. It's up. You know the possibility, if that was a hologram and civilians have that tech to make it look like real alien.
Crazy ass light show on the
I
top of
seen
the
that.
building.
I seen that. But
That
those
shit
was
was
fucking
lit.
China
drones,
and Japan is way
nigga.
above other technology.
That was drones, bro. That was drones.
Drones.
That was
doing
drones.
that. That was lit.
That wasn't a fucking.
That was some Tony Stark shit.
That wasn't some
Yeah,
shit that they seen,
It was
my
kind
nigga.
of creepy.
They was seeing fucking these things phase in reality and phase out. So if it was high, and we're just saying holograms because that's how I could like compare it to. That's the only thing I could compare it to. They were seeing beings.
Exactly. What do you mean phasing in and phasing out?
In the mall.
They were appearing and disappearing.
Yes, that's how they were. Like people just started running. They, you know, black people. They gonna see a whole bunch of people running, and they try to say it was.
They was jumping. Remember the movie Jumper?
Yeah, it was like that. Yes, yes.
Ryan, was it Ryan Phillippe? Was that Ryan Phillippe? That was the guy. No, that wasn't him. Whoever the guy was in Jumper. I don't know if you seen
I
that.
forgot what's the name.
That nigga was jumping into different shit. He was
'cause
jumping
you know
into the bank, grabbing money, jumping back into his room.
Because you know they changed TikTok, so that was an old TikTok. This new shit. They probably don't be talking about everything on this.
I'm telling you, man, these motherfuckers be doing shit, man. With these fucking videos, man. I just did a whole AI course, bro.
It probably was. It could have been some AI shit.
Niggas
All I'm saying is there was people once civilians started hearing about this shit, my nigga. It's like, how the fuck does the civilian here? Like, how does my mom know about this shit? You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, she knows it as okay. What the news says it was.
Right,
It was a
right.
fight with some kids and blah blah blah. But
If it's on the news, if the news reporter said he just phased out right in the middle of the mall,
they're not gonna say that
right
on the
between
news.
All of the
kiosks.
shit's on TV. They
They're
can
not
put
gonna say that.
whatever
Thank
they
you.
want.
They're not gonna say that.
And we already seen them clips where them hundreds of videos of different news reporters saying the exact same thing over and over and over in different scenarios. Like hundreds of videos. Like they just have a script for every occasion. Like, and it's like, what the, like, word for word, verbatim.
Just like the movie, what was that movie? 1972 or something? No, September 5th. Yeah, it was September 5th, because that's when the Olympics massacre happened in Munich.
What happened?
There was a terrorist group that killed 11 hostages. Deleted 11 hostages in a situation back in the Olympics in Germany. And it was broadcasted, not the determination, but they were covering it on a sports broadcast on a news network. And only the sports broadcast had the footage to cover it and got close enough to see what had happened and everything. And it was crazy because they wasn't supposed to let that shit out. And they let it out, and I'm sure some people got in trouble and shit like that because they had told everybody that we just got news that the people have been let free. And then a few minutes later, it was like, I'm sorry. We're sorry about that. That was a misconfirmation. Everybody has been reported. All the hostages have been deleted. Like, how you make that mistake?
Because the person who did it probably said they've been set free, but he was mean.
But he told him not to. He said, "Don't release it. Don't do it." And he did it anyway. This is good news. We got to tell everybody because they told him that everybody's free. They're letting everybody go, and then they just shot him at the airport.
It's fucked up. But here go one of the guys saying some shit.
I say this, man, but man, I was in Miami, bro, and I was getting a burger and some shoes, and I heard a loud noise, and I just saw these 8-foot something, bro. I don't know what it was, but man, then the arms start coming out, bro, and the eyes was turning red, bro. I just ran, bro. Like, I don't even want to come to the internet with this shit, but I was there, bro, and true, bro. I saw something, bro, and it was like 8 feet or 10 feet. The eyes was glowing.
How many stories are like this? Like,
A lot.
is everybody saying the same thing? Everybody saying different
Yeah.
stuff?
I see a lot of fake shit out there, bro, but I was there, bro.
Because if they saw some, like,
They
the
said
day the earth
everybody-
stood still.
I'm gonna find
You ever seen that movie with
I'm gonna
Keanu
find
Reeves, The
another
Day the Earth Stood Still? That's a good one.
8 to
10-foot
10 foot.
aliens or creatures caught on camera,
I heard
fired
it.
at inside and outside Miami Mall, media silent. Cops are covering it up, saying kids were fighting with fireworks. Yet
That's
all
what
these
the
cop
public
cars
heard.
and air traffic stopped that night except for black military choppers. And no media coverage. Spot the walking figure in the video. Shots reported. Crowds running.
That shit is big as fuck.
61,000 homes without power. 1, 2 witness claims. And 0 ground footage. Is it all for kids with
I got you.
sticks? What do you think?
This is a different video. I don't know what this is at the end.
10-foot aliens or creatures caught on camera, fired at inside.
I mean,
It's spooky out here, y'all.
Miami
I want to be honest.
media silent.
We want to be careful how we handle this information because
You heard?
it's true
An air traffic
that
stopped that night, except for
people
black
could put
military
stuff out
choppers.
there just to get clickbait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's easy to make this AI. It's real easy to make this AI.
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. What we could have saw could have been fake. But if everybody's saying the same shit and they're saying they seen this shit, is different, bro. It's different.
Sticks.
What y'all think about seeing aliens in y'all lifetime? Do you think it's ever gonna
I
happen?
don't want to see.
I know you don't want to, but do you think it's gonna happen in your lifetime? I do. I ain't gonna hold you. I do.
How do you think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna be on some Futurama, fucking Alien Nation?
Mm-mm.
You know, we walk with the, you know, the
That would be
different
nice
people
if
like
it's
the Guardians.
Futurama,
Like,
but we don't know what they.
we
gonna
just
go
get to
on.
be cool with the aliens. Like, is it gonna be that?
I think in order,
We can't accept others.
I
It's gonna
think-
be Star Warsy.
I think in order for it to be on some Futurama, Star Trek, Star Wars, whatever type shit, is we gotta figure out all the wars and all the fucking drama that, cause they're not gonna let us. I think that's
We gotta
the
be
reason.
able to accept each other.
That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna let us
And accept our
infiltrate.
own world.
They're not gonna let us infiltrate. Let's say the peaceful beings, and they know our history of great and pillaging and killing and war and genocide, and you see what I'm saying? They're not gonna let us do it. We're gonna have to be at a certain level.
I don't think the technology has been created yet to travel that time. Maybe we will. To answer your question, maybe I think we
Like
will
I
see
said,
it.
bro, the
But
earth is
I
bigger
don't
than
think
you
I'm
probably
going
think,
to
bro.
see it in my lifetime. I think we'll probably see it depending on, like, I think that even though this dude's Lex Luthor, I think that his mind could possibly push our planet to realms outside of space that we never thought of. So it could be like some Guardians of the Galaxy
according
type of
to
shit.
his helper, he already did as a kid, and I don't think she was bullshitting. So if he already been talking to these motherfuckers, according to her, you see what I'm saying? As a kid, what you think he talking to now, nigga? Why you think that he wants to go to Mars? Why you think that he wants to focus on the space
I
shit,
wanna go to
nigga?
Mars 'cause
He knows something that we don't know. You see what I'm saying? And that might not be good for us. That might be bad for us. It depends on his intentions. But if he's Lex Luthor and he got the Neuralink, and they're trying to say that the jab has something to do with the Neuralink,
Now, what if he is Tony Stark
So
and he has a vision?
I mean, my nigga, as long as that vision isn't forced on you, then it's fine. But I don't think that's
It's optional.
I think what
He
happens.
wants to
Dad,
make
no
life.
tip.
He
I
wants
think-
to make life easier for you.
I think if the jab,
No link. You
I
don't
think,
have to get a link.
I think if the jab,
You can wear glasses.
I think if the Jabberoo had the same technology as the what's the name, the Neuralink or the no, you know what I'm saying? I think it don't matter. Of course it don't matter because you already took it and you just didn't know, and that's what I don't like. Like don't
Yeah, 'cause they said they
don't
was putting
sneak
it
no
in the
shit.
food at one point.
Don't
the
sneak no-
lettuce and-
That's what I don't like. Don't sneak no shit on me. And
because
then,
I didn't take it. So
try to
they're
say it's for the
putting it in
future.
food.
You know what I mean? Well, I needed everybody to be on this wave so it will work. And I knew I couldn't make everybody do, because that's going to be the excuse. And it's going to be too late. There's going to be more people with that technology than without it. So it's going to be like, fuck it, my nigga. But I think, to answer your question, I think if we get to those times, it's going to be the end times because that's what the Revelations was saying in the Bible.
And people are
way
not.
back
We're
then.
gonna be machines.
They said that
and
there's
people
gonna
are not
be
gonna want to do that. So
there
it's
is gonna be people that's walking the earth on some zombie shit. It makes sense if you got the Jabberoo, you go
So is
down
it
there
gonna
on
be-
some
so
zombie
let's say
shit.
this.
It makes sense. I'm just saying, like,
Is it gonna be Sophia Little's apocalypse, or
I don't know who Sophia
or is it gonna
Little
be
is.
or is it gonna be George Romero's apocalypse?
It's gonna be
Sophia Little.
King
Sophia Little.
James
Listen,
Revelation
listen.
apocalypse. Nigga.
Sophia Little is Terminator, Matrix. So I'm saying, is it gonna be that, or is it gonna be George Romero, zombie apocalypse?
Tarantino.
When I say zombie, I mean dead but still mobile. And I believe the only way that's really possible is going to be AI. I believe AI is going to be the only
So that's
thing
more Terminator.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so Terminator.
100%.
War Machines.
100%.
Sophia Little then.
But like I said, like at the end of the day, I think Elon.
But then that relies on us as people.
That doesn't rely on us.
That
relies.
It's our fault.
Look.
We made that happen.
We are not the.
We made both happen, actually.
Bro.
Whether
Listen,
it's a zombie
listen to what I'm
apocalypse
saying.
or-
Listen to
or
what I'm
that.
saying. If there is, even though you don't believe in it, right? If there is a book that says, hey, this person is going to come and he's going to deceive the world, right? And he's going to have things that nobody else has, foreign technology. He's going to cure a whole bunch of shit. He's going to do a whole bunch of things technology-wise, right? This is what it says in this book, right? And then the shit starts happening in real fucking life. And you're like, yo, like, look at Elon got this and he got this and he got this. This shit is changing everything. This shit is fire. Niggas got the Tesla, it's gonna be some new Tesla shit where they're taking out of iPhones and it's just Tesla shits now. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit is about to change everything. Once that person in that book says, okay, well, now I'm going to fulfill the prophecy, take all the people that I got to put the mark on them, and I'm going to, they're going to die with me, basically, because I'm bound to lose this shit in the book, at least, right? I'm bound to lose this shit. But guess what? There's going to be so many people that got these appliances that just was like, oh, fuck it. You see what I'm saying? And they didn't even know. It's like, yo, and I'm not saying nobody is safe, because I do believe people that are good people are safe. Good is God to me. That's what I like. When you're trying to be good, you're trying to be in the image of God. And I believe that counts. Even if you don't know, or if you're trying to be a good person, then you're trying to be of God. And that's just what I believe. And I believe there's too many people that's out here doing good that are going to be saved according to, you see what I'm saying, what the book says. You know what I mean? According to what those scriptures says.
Whether you want to or not.
Regardless. You feel me? So I believe that there is going to be hope, but I do believe that a lot of people are going to pick this technology over God, and it's going to turn, they're going to see the technology turn, and it's going to be like, damn, well, we kind of knew this since Terminator, but we just went down that path anyway. Just like Carlito's Way.
So what are you saying, just die?
It's Carlito's Way. You know how the story ends, but still you play the star role the whole Vito's Way.
Do you die or
It's
do
just
you
a
fight
life.
to live?
It depends on what type of person you are. That's, like you said, it's subjective. Some people are gonna die, my nigga. Some people are gonna make their life worthwhile.
Learning to live more, or live to the full extent of that you can in your life. I think that is a purpose in itself, whether you figure
Yeah,
out what your
being
actual
good,
purpose
my
is or
nigga.
not.
Being good at anything is a purpose of life, right? So some people are good
Could be.
singers, some people are
Yeah.
good teachers, some people are good parents, some people are good workers, some people are good whatever. Like whatever you're good at, that gets praised because of the energy that it brings,
Right.
right? So just be in that energy and you'll be all right. Especially if you're tapped into that energy the majority of the time. You're gonna be what these youngsters call, you're gonna vibrate very high. And if you vibrate that high, guess what? Good shit is gonna happen to you. But if you don't vibrate that high, then you know you're gonna be magnetic to fuckery. And there's a lot of fuckery that we attract and we don't even know. Like this girl was telling me the other day, she was like, yo, like I feel like I'm damaged. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. And I'm just like, look, you're saying all these things, but I know you really want to be with somebody and love you and cherish you, and you feel like you would be an awesome prize. You see what I'm saying? But you just don't think that a nigga, the right nigga, is gonna come along in your life. And it's like, yo, what we say really happens sometimes, especially what we really fucking think. If you think over and over, yo, I'm not gonna be with nobody. I'm not gonna be with nobody. You're not gonna be with nobody. I really believe that. And the people that was like, yo, one day I'm gonna find somebody. One day I'm gonna find somebody. One day I'm gonna find somebody. They usually find somebody. They usually find somebody, especially if they're going down the right path. Now, if they're going down the wrong path, then odds are they're not going to find somebody. The wrong path is going against your instincts. This is why I said it's so detrimental to go against the inner voice that's telling you not to do something.
What is that on the table? Y'all dropping ashes on the table.
Who? Me?
It's a pile
Where?
next to the big arm.
Oh, big dog.
That's alright, go ahead.
What was I saying? See, that's that weed.
That's dementia.
Yeah, that's that weed. I'm start growing my own shit. Oh yeah. So I was talking to this girl, and she was saying how she felt like she was damaged. And she was trying to go with this narrative. Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. And you know what's crazy about that whole situation is she would love for me to be like, no, you're not damaged. I'm a wife you. We'll live happily ever after, yada, yada, yada. That's not going to happen, right? But
you said that's what she wanted you to say?
Yeah, that's what
What did you say?
I said you shouldn't call yourself damaged, because how could somebody want you, and if you think of yourself that way? I was like, that shit don't even make sense.
Society tells her
and then
because of her choices.
That's what she said. She said she thinks
that's where it comes from, though.
It probably does come from society, but what I'm saying is, if you like me and you want to get with me, and you're telling me that you're damaged, I'm not going to like you because you're damaged. So even if you are damaged, that's not how you should go about it if you want to get what you're asking for. And this is the problem. It's like she'll want to get something that she's asking for, but she'll say certain things that'll make me be like, but you feel this way about yourself. Why would I want to deal with you and even give you that shot if you're already like this? You see what I'm saying?
She's being honest.
Exactly. And I respect her for the honesty, but the problem with certain honesty is
she working on her damage?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Just because you're honest doesn't mean that you're working on you being damaged. And how could you work on it if you're not even acknowledging that you aren't, or you're not trying to be not damaged. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like she's good with where she's at with it as far as like, yeah, I'm damaged. That's it. You see what I'm saying? But now you're conflicted because on Valentine's Day, right? You know, they start feeling a type of way on Valentine's Day, like, oh, I miss love today. Like, what the fuck you mean you miss love today?
Yo.
You want to be alone. Like, yeah, she miss love today. Like, no, you just said you're damaged and you want to be alone and shit. So why you miss love? Like, this shit don't make no damn sense.
No, she wants you to say.
Exactly. But that shit don't change us. That shit don't change me. That shit don't change me.
Because you play a game.
Who playing games?
She is.
Oh, I'm about to say. Oh, like, who playing
She's
games?
saying that so you could be like, what you mean? Like, you get her some flowers and pull up.
Bullshit. She knows she got the roll one for that.
Ah.
I was telling Smiley in the car, I'm very honest. I don't play no games. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit to you. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Just because we have sex doesn't mean we go out. Like, we're not doing none of them dumbass
We go
fucking
together.
games. Yeah, we ain't doing none of them dumbass games. Like,
if we have sex, we go together.
yeah, like, yo, you be surprised on how many like grown people is on that way.
No, I hear people saying that.
Shit crazy, especially if it's good. God forbid if it's good. Shit. I had this one girl, I ain't gonna say no names, I had this one girl, she was like,
Because you shouldn't be doing relationship things if you ain't in the
she
That's what they
said,
say.
she was like, so when are you gonna be mine? Like, what?
No, she said you're mine now.
Basically,
She
she said, when are you gonna be mine?
She's like, so we go together now. You better not fuck nobody else. Or I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Mid-stroke. She better not touch me. Don't. That'll fuck up the whole thing. I press charges. Got me fucked up. I'm not out here fucking around.
Have you ever told somebody, you better not?
I did call the police on one girl.
No.
What?
I said, did you ever say, you better not fuck nobody else?
No, because I'm not no sucker. Don't be sucker say shit like that. You better not fuck nobody else. Like, if I had the thought that you're fucking somebody else, I'm not fucking with you.
That word.
Thank God this bitch is fucking other people.
What's understood
Hell
doesn't have to be stated.
Yeah, really.
She should know not to be fucking nobody else.
She better know that shit.
If she fucking somebody else,
Cause nigga,
then
will.
she get them back.
I like to play Blues Clues and shit. Nigga. Blues Clues. I'm gonna find this random number. That's my first clue.
Yeah.
Blues could do.
Real shit.
Crazy, too.
Time.
Sitting on my thinking chair and think.
Think.
All that
Take
shit.
that my time, dude. You know my dude.
She got 3 clues until it's over, nigga. She got me fucked up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm still doing the pod. I'm gonna call you back, all right? All right, later.
Who was that, your bookie babe?
One of them.
Ooh, he said one of them. You see, this is the shit I be talking about.
What?
One of them. Like, why you can't just have one and focus on that and see if that flourish? Why it gotta be one of them?
Can I answer?
No.
I just want to answer. To answer to her question is, how can you have a test with one question?
You only gonna be with
That's
one
pretty
person.
easy, right?
If you wanna be with
how
one
can you have
person.
a hold on? How can you? I do want to be with one person, but I want it to be based upon accumulation of the questions. Like, okay, this qualifies, this qualifies, this qualifies. If I don't have options, then guess what? It's a pretty simple test. Either I'm gonna take it or I'm not. You see what I'm saying? And it is one at a time. It's one relationship at a time.
No.
Yes.
It
Yes.
shouldn't be.
If I tell someone, hold on, E, no. If I tell,
No,
there's
you can do what you want.
E. First of all, there's way too many women in the world. There is way too many women in the world to ever find. Hold on. And I'm not mad at how they act. I'm just saying, as a person, certain baggages that, like Smiley was saying earlier, you might not be ready for. It depends on how heavy of a load that you're ready to carry. Pause. So, yeah, you had to clean that up real quick. So, you know what I mean? In my situation, I tell them what this is, and I say, look, if you want to do this, I'm down because I'm a nigga. But you know what I mean? Like, that's not gonna mean I'm gonna be in a relationship. That just means that I'm seeing if this is the right fit for me, right? Now, one of them specifically, I was telling you about, and
you got a rotation. How many you got?
I can't do more than 2 at a time. I can't do more than 2 at a time because 3 is crazy to me. I don't know how the niggas even do that shit. Like, oh yo, we'll do nah, nigga, I can't even do that shit.
But they
no
say,
way.
oh yo,
yeah, I got 3 bitches, I got 4 bitches, and I got nigga, nah,
crazy.
nah, I don't. I just have 2 really cool females that are completely different. Like, one's broke, one got money. One's thick, one's petite. One's...
Oh, I thought you said one stink. I was
what?
You said thick. I realized
thick.
after.
Yeah, one's thick, one's petite. That's crazy. One's thick, one smell good. That's hilarious. They both do smell different, but it's not bad. Both of them smell good. Both of them do smell good. You know what I'm saying? One has tattoos, one don't have tattoos. You know, one of them is older, one of them is younger.
The girl with tattoos.
Yeah. You think she gonna win? I don't.
She got tattoos. That's her.
That's a red flag.
That's what they say.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna say this on camera. Hold on, let me come over there. I ain't gonna say this on camera because I feel like that would be fucked up. You know what I mean? She wasn't happy about it, but because I told her that truth, she ends up was like, well, shit, I'm a grown ass woman. As long as we could be cool, right?
How much?
How much what? By how older is she? 40.
Oh, that's
40, 30.
I don't know. I like older guys.
They get
so
crazy.
I don't mind older women either.
They get crazy when they get up there.
I
Sorry,
always
ladies.
like the older guys. I have talked to a couple guys my age before, but mostly if you guys that be older than me. It don't always be a large amount, but sometimes be like 10, or I have some people that's like 10 years. But I'm an adult.
Exactly.
Like, people be like, oh, why are you talking? I wouldn't talk to nobody that's like, I don't know, a long, like, that lady that dated, that's married to Ronald Isley, he's like 30 years older than her or something, because she was like 20 something when she got with him, and I didn't even know they was together. She done stopped her career and everything. She was a singer. And she made that 2 songs with her sister, and then she made that song with him. Said, busted, it's 2 damn o'clock in the morning. Wait,
that was her?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They're married.
I didn't even know that.
And she probably like 40 something.
I mean, it makes sense, yeah.
He's 80 or something. Like,
Khalees was fucking with Bill Murray. Anything's possible.
That's
We was thirst trapping over Khalees the other day. I was like, yo, she is still bad. Taking good care of herself. And then she's fucking Bill Murray.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
That's hilarious.
Remember?
That's what she was yelling.
Come on and zoom, come on and zoom, come on and zoom, come on and
Yeah,
zoom,
that's
come on and
crazy.
zoom. Remember that show?
Not Zoom.
Come on and
She
zoom,
talking
come
about
on
Zaboomba
and zoom,
Foo?
come on and zoom.
What?
No, I remember
Come on.
Zaboomba Foo.
Yeah,
The with the meerkat.
Meerkat.
Or no, he was a lemur. He was a
Nigga
lemur.
talk like this.
Crazy.
No, but I said Zoom
I
with
don't
the
remember
kids. You don't remember? They're like, come on and Zoom, come on and Zoom.
It sounds familiar.
Zoom, Zoom. And they would do like projects and
Yeah, I
experiments
do
and
remember.
stuff.
It came
It
on
was a group of
PBS.
kids,
Yeah.
yeah.
I do
PBS
remember
show.
that now. That's crazy.
Fuck PBS.
Yeah. Let's talk about the show real quick.
Oh yeah, that part, man. Yeah, we got
10-10.
show
Great timing.
hopping. The Locks on tour, Oakdale.
30th anniversary.
Yes, that part.
It's a beautiful tour.
Boom,
It's
boom,
lit.
boom.
Featuring AZ.
AZ.
Featuring
Did you like me right?
OD.
Yeah! I'm in the building.
Featuring Arson. We in the building.
We in the fucking building. All the artists.
Right.
Damn.
We gonna be
Except for, well, never mind. I ain't even gonna say that. Can't even say that.
just it's just Arson as long as Arson here. Man.
You heard?
We all
You
represent
heard?
Arson.
You heard?
And congratulations.
We did,
to
and
you
some that's
guys.
not there, there,
Appreciate you,
spirit,
Ig.
that part.
It's just gonna be fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just gonna be amazing, bro. Like niggas, I figure this is my mentality towards it. I feel like I seen Fatima on Spotify doing numbers. Fucking Gang, I got a plaque for Gang. And what's the name? And Kaleidoscope. That was my first $1 million. I wish it was $1 million. But that was my first million stream project, right? So I was like, everything makes sense on like having my niggas perform with me and shit. You see what I'm saying? And I was just like, yo, like I got 3 really good songs, and then I got 3 of my niggas like really good songs, and I was like, yo, we gonna fucking rock out, my nigga. Like this shit gonna be fucking crazy, bro. Like I saw it. I had to survey the crowd. That little video that Fly sent me. I was like, nigga, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready, nigga. Like, I'm excited, nigga.
You should be.
I'm excited. It's next week, bro.
Should be.
It's next week.
I talked to my pops today. I told my pops about it.
Shit
He was
about
like,
to
he
be
wish he
crazy.
could be there.
Shit about to be crazy,
He
nigga.
said, you know, it's gonna be big. Like, I'm like, pops, it might be sold out. He's like, I'm sure it will be. Sure. And he liked Jadakiss.
Yeah,
He
that's
said
the
that's
fucking
one of his,
locks.
and he said AZ one of his favorite rappers. You know what I mean, he liked that type of music. Them being able to bring that type of music back. And you know what? I think it's gonna be big because 1, Black History Month. 2, look what Kendrick did, good or bad. I looked at the Mojo report. I mean, it's like it's a compilation of what everybody thinks. All these different people just doing their own little thing, and it put Kendrick's Super Bowl performance at number 13 out of 35.
That's pretty fucking good.
It is.
Pretty fucking good.
But then they said the best was Prince.
I feel like the best was Mike.
Mike was number 2.
Alright, well, it's subjective.
Mm.
But, yeah, the best was Mike to me.
I would give it to Mike. Mike was dope. He had the
I fuck with Prince, don't get me
the
wrong.
kids made the little cartoon pictures of kids all around the whole stadium. That was thorough, yo.
That's when they probably first got that idea. Let's
Yeah.
sabotage his whole reputation for just loving the kids. And that's, yeah, man, that's one of the backdrops about love is like it could be twisted. It can be twisted. And they can turn that shit against you. What you love can be turned against you. That sucks.
It's a weakness.
It is a weakness. 100%.
That's how they get you if you in that street.
Yeah. They care about that they get the people that you love. Shit's crazy. Shit crazy, y'all. Do good and do good, and good things will come to you. You know?
That word.
Listen to this.
Sometimes a woman can talk her out of a relationship. You can talk. We do that.
Yes,
We
but
will talk.
I'm gonna say something, and this might ruffle little feathers. I don't think just being a good man is enough.
Yeah, she
To
talked
be-
her
to
way
stay in
right
a
out of a
relationship
relationship with
But
that.
when I say a good man, I mean like
I don't-
he's good all. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually,
don't want
mentally,
good.
physically.
That's great.
totally
She
right.
want
He's a
demon
good
time.
man.
That doesn't mean that he's the man for you. And
Right.
maybe when you're going through these motions of getting to know him, you're realizing, okay, he's a great person, but honestly, I
He don't do it for
fuck
you.
with his
Yeah.
humor.
You're not a great
And
woman,
that's
so why would he
and
be
that's
with
why
a great?
a lot of modern women are getting
Come on, man.
with
She right.
forecasts and no man because he's a good man, but because he's not funny, you gotta throw that out.
Cause she not Tyrone,
To the
nigga.
person who thinks good good enough for modern women today, which I think.
It depends on what's good enough.
Tyrone
Like,
got 3
what are
baby
your
mamas.
terms? What are your expectations?
Sling
Everybody's
that
standards
dick
different.
though.
Contextual at this point.
she want Tyrone,
What
nigga.
good
She don't
is
want
in a man, what a certain female
Terrence.
might want out of a man.
You want Pookie me?
Yeah,
I
you want
personally
Pookie to come
think,
sling that.
Requiem
I think you're right. It does depend on the person, but when it comes to her, I think she was shy. I really don't. I
What is
get
this?
where she's coming from, where it's like, there's
Daily
more to it,
wrap-up.
but it's like, what more should there be?
Haley Rapper.
If he's a good person, he takes care of you, he provides. Like, what else do you want?
I think everyone has different needs.
They responded
so
to with that. Like,
it really.
So then, but
she's saying, what else do you want? Because you said he's a good man. But that's just like, it could be a woman that is a good woman on paper, but maybe she don't look as good as you want her to look. Or something, but she'll do all the things. She be submissive. She's feminine. She do everything that a woman's supposed to do physically, what they supposed to do.
Right.
But she might not look the part, or she might not, depending on what the guy wants. She might not do something sexually that he needs to be done, or whatever. Or something. I don't know. Could be different reasons, or whatever. But it could be a good woman. Like, she's not necessarily doing anything that he just don't think that's the one for him, and vice versa. Like, so
But
it
then,
is
again,
possible.
But that's why I said it's supposed to be, the intentions are supposed to be mutual. It's not mutual, but it's supposed to be mutual. If I have that understanding, okay, this is my woman and I love her, and you know what I mean, she loved me, and we, you know what I mean, we gonna build, that's what we gonna do. But if I have that understanding as, oh, this is a good woman for this temporary time, like, as long as I tell her that, yo, I think it's gonna be a temporary time and you're not my woman, whatever she decides to do after that is on her.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's on her. And the problem is, she's gonna do the most. She's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck him, suck him, make sure he fed. She's gonna do all the good things a good woman does. But the problem is, I never said I wanted to be with you. I said I was cool with all the shit that you doing, but I never said, hey, I want to be in a relationship with you.
Because who is gonna say no to that?
Exactly.
If it is
But
attractive
but
to
that's
them.
but that's how women trick themselves up, because they figure one day he'll come around, so they'll fucking stick with it. You see what I'm saying? Instead of just, hey, this nigga told me exactly what it was. Let me just fall back because that's not what I want right now. They'll be like, hey, I already fucked this nigga, so I like this sex, so I'm just gonna deal with this nigga because he's not a jailbird like my last. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it'll be over. And that makes sense. That makes sense to me, my nigga. It might not be the best decision, but guess what? When you're a woman and you don't want to be alone.
because the idea is survival.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you can't fault women for doing what's
You
best for them
can't.
and their child at some point.
You can't.
You know what I mean? So
You can't.
It's
even
all of those.
even them period, bro. Like you can't, cause it's tough out here. To do it by yourself, it's tough out here for niggas. So of course it's tough out there for women. You see what I'm saying? But women be figuring it out. They be figuring that shit the fuck out. And some women are more beneficial than others. So we not gonna act like, oh yeah, all women are beneficial now, because some women are drainers, literally. It's exactly vampire. That's a way better word for it. And some women give you shit. You know what I mean? Give you benefits you.
Pour into you.
Yeah, 100%. Like, shout out to the beneficial women, like, because they're keeping us afloat right now. For real, like, this crazy ass world, they trying to divide us. They the ones keeping us afloat. Like, yeah, like,
peace is important.
We can't even look at these celebrities for, you know what I mean? Because all them motherfuckers getting divorced anyway. So we just gotta just root for the people that is even trying and succeeding and been succeeding for years and shit that don't get talked about. But shit, they should. You know what I mean? I remember I was watching this one video, and this old lady, they asked her what the secret is for, like, it was like a 70-year-old marriage. I think she was at church too. It was crazy. And she went up to the lady. She was like, "Suck that dick." I started dying. I was like, "Yo, grandma, freak." But she wasn't lying, nigga. She said, "I ain't lying on that stage." She went on the church and said that shit. I was
just
like,
about to be
damn.
mad at me.
It's only one left.
That's all I need.
All I need.
There's one left.
Huh?
There's one left.
You can have it.
You can have whatever
They did wrong because these chips, this chip cost $5, $4 some change, and half of the bag, like it basically
It's air.
was like up to here.
Of course.
And then the rest of it was air.
Yeah, 100%. How dare they charge you?
I'm gonna
half
make
the
my
bag
own brand of chips.
and fill up the bag?
Yeah. Not well. You still gotta have some air, cause
Yeah, because you need some air for sure.
but not
Unless it's
as
like
much
Pringles.
as they do.
What's up, kitty cat? Yeah, kitty cat. You need some love. Yeah. You go crazy in here without no love, huh? Yes.
Yeah, but I did watch the Black Captain America, yo.
How was it? Was it pro-black or was it like just American?
It was
Because there's a difference now.
Don't talk about it. I gotta watch it.
No spoiler alert. No spoiler alert. Just to the.
Oh, the boy dropped, y'all. Drizzy.
Oh, he dropped
He
something?
dropped. Nigga, him at Party Next Door.
You from the know? Oh, wow.
Yeah, him at Party Next Door. And he dissed, what's his name? He dissed Joe Buttons for some reason.
He just don't quit.
Yeah. He admitted they not like us.
I mean, Kendrick embarrassed you in the Super Bowl, bro.
Right.
Come on, let it go.
That's probably why he did that shit. He dropped that shit on Valentine's Day.
Has Serena.
And like he's singing on it. Like it's like a singing album. But he rapping a little bit, but he's going back into the
It was
melodies.
Serena, right? That was the one.
Yeah, he was fucking with Serena. Yo, I ain't gonna one thing about Drake. He got a list. He got a list. He got a list. Him and Nick Cannon, the list of women that they hooked up with in their lifetime is crazy. It's crazy. That's a hell of a list right there. Hell of a list. bust. That's hella bust. Them two niggas, crazy. I don't, there's a lot of weird shit going on in Hollywood, but I could commend some shit like that.
Holly weird for real.
Do that, what? Motherfuckers, do that. Everybody singing?
Yo!
Fatty
He wanted that. Yo, I used to run into him in the club all the time, yo.
DQ, cuz.
Oh, man. I used to be like, yo, you do that, yo.
Mm-hmm.
He used to be dancing with the
Nigga
chick in
said,
the
Fatty
club, bro.
banging.
Oh, man, yo, that's funny as hell, bro.
Those some niggas is living legends.
That is funny as
They
hell.
alive.
There's this story about this influencer named Karen Raina Dunlap. She was found unalive after auditioning for Baddies Midwest.
Crazy.
What?
Yeah, man, look, people hate on you.
Jolix has a story tonight.
She loved being around people. She loved being the center of attention. She just wanted to be a positive.
Center of attention is not a good thing to be.
Influencer Raina Dunlap had tens of thousands of social media followers and knew how to get attention.
She also was very conscious.
Do you have to speed up?
A lot of people say she said negative things.
Yeah,
You gotta make sure you do that.
Yeah, because that's the news and shit.
Hoping to one day land a gig on the reality show Baddie.
And that's on Instagram. You can't do it on Instagram.
Oh, so sorry. It's
But
already.
her dreams tragically ended when she was found dead inside of an abandoned home on Francis Avenue in Cleveland.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but they said they don't know what she was doing.
I mean, rest in peace to her, but like, when you have that much attention, just know that there is some nigga that is looking at you like, oh, I'm gonna get this bitch. There's at least one nigga.
And they see everywhere that you're going on the show.
Everything.
I mean, well, the show is not live, so they've already.
But she an influencer, so
pre-recorded.
she's going live, popping up at places
Yeah,
and
and she
shit.
probably be promoted when she get in town.
Exactly. And niggas, they're stalking ass niggas. That's like, oh, when she come to my town, I'm going to snatch this chick off the streets. And that's exactly what the fuck happens. Like, yo, like, that's why I said, like, it's really dangerous being a woman by yourself out here. You see what I'm saying? Like,
and that's why we gotta be masculine. Because if
no,
you by yourself,
masculinity is not gonna save you, because you can be as
say-
masculine as you want,
Yeah,
but you
I
can
ain't
still
saying
get your
say-
ass whooped by a
but
man.
it makes you be that way because you're in charge of yourself, and there's nobody.
I understand.
I mean, you can fight as hard as you want, but sometimes it's not enough.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know that, but
Like-
I'm saying the reason why the heart is exterior.
I mean, yeah, we
that
get it.
develops.
I learned that when I watched Dexter.
Oh, did you catch up? Are you current?
What with the new one? I'm watching both of them. I'm watching the new one and the old one. I'm watching the original over again.
The brother.
For brother.
What, his brother? Oh yeah. Oh, so yeah, when they showing how his brother came up, right?
Give
right.
me a high.
Yeah, because he got a few people. He got his therapist.
Beautiful.
He got
beautiful.
He got just random ass people. He got that lady.
The boy that that locked him in the closet when he was in the foster house.
Oh yeah, he found him as an adult. Yeah,
because he was locked up or never could get to him. So when he got old, and then the social worker that separated him and Dexter because they didn't want him.
That was the lady. Yeah,
they didn't want him anymore because he was acting crazy.
And Dexter realized the pattern. Dexter figured out that
this the new Dexter.
This his brother. No, before Dexter became
before
Dexter started.
Yeah.
This is like when he was younger. So when he just got out of college,
gotcha.
And he had been a forensic scientist.
But it flashed back to when he was a kid and what happened. How his mom was chopped up with a chainsaw in a shipping container right in front of him and his brother and some other people too.
On some drug cartel shit?
Yeah. And that's crazy because the brother he chopped somebody up with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
he
I'm
did that
used
to
to it
the
now.
he did that to the social worker lady. I think.
Yeah.
See how that shit.
And then the father let him go.
Trauma.
Like, I mean, cause what was he supposed to do? What do you think he should? You think he should have killed him?
That's his son.
That ain't his son though. That was
Oh.
she was an
I mean-
informant. The mother was an informant working for the cops and for trying to get a
It was
drug
Harry's
cartel.
fault.
And
It was
that's
Harry's
got
fault.
shot.
Like
Yeah,
that
it
ass.
was
Like
the cop for that
like-
because they found out that
he
was-
learned,
that
but
she
Dexter
was an
learned that in the
informant.
regular series. He
Alright.
learned that was Harry's fault. Like season 4, he learned that it was Harry's fault because Dad was snooping around trying to find all his business and shit, and then he finally, because she was like, "You knew Dad was having an affair." He's like, "Yeah, I just found out like 3 days ago." Nigga, you lying, nigga? Because with the new series, the nigga Ben knew that his father had an affair with his mother when he was young, when Masuka was younger, and he had hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
what the fuck I talk about.
The Asian,
Oh.
the Asian dude with the bald
And
head,
who was he messing
Masuka.
with? Like Huerta?
Didi.
Huh?
Who
Didi.
was he messing with? Like Huerta?
Get out
Who
of
was
my
messing with?
laboratory.
You said he knew his father was cheating. Who?
His father was cheating with Dexter's mother. That's how Dexter got there.
Oh yeah, and I didn't even know that he was married. They just showed that part. I'm
His,
like, he
his
was
wife
married.
his wife passed away
Yeah.
from cancer.
Yeah, but she took the kid. Well, they tried to raise him. I see that
Yeah,
now, but I
right.
didn't know that before. So he was cheating on his wife.
But
with
they
the
show that in the
informant.
regular show.
I don't remember that part.
In the regular
So,
show, they
Dexter,
tried
no.
they tried to
Dexter's
adopt
laboratory.
his brother. They tried to adopt his brother.
I know.
But it didn't work out.
Yeah, I
in
know.
the regular
but
show.
but I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's like season 3.
Man,
Because in the
remember
first
Man,
season, they was looking for the ice truck killer. The ice truck killer is his brother, right? In the first season, and then they tracking the ice truck killer. They can't find out he's like consumed with him because he drains all the blood out of it.
And he wanted to do it
Then he found
together,
him.
like work together.
At the end of that season, Sergeant Dokes, the bald-headed nigga, like,
the black.
I got you, motherfucker. That nigga, you remember him? Remember the bald-headed Stokes, Agent Dokes, the diesel black dude with the bald head? That was he was the sergeant that was there, but he always had it out. He was like, I got my eye on you, Morgan. He used to always be giving them shit all the fucking time.
Unalive.
But he figured out the ice truck killer, and Dokes found him with the ice truck killer. He's like, how the hell did you survive this, Morgan? Because he almost killed his sister. And then he was like, oh, how'd you know? Let us do our job or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. But, you know, like, Dexter had taken judo lessons and all this other shit.
Oh, you don't know?
So, and I think in the prequel series, they showed all of that shit too, right? They talk about all of that. Yeah, so
that's what I said.
all of that shit is like the same shit. He just a younger version of himself, but
Gangster.
it's the same shit.
Yeah, I remember when he found his brother, and his brother was trying to
That
work
was season
together,
1.
and he
That
was
was
like,
season
I
1.
don't want to.
He fell in love with his sister, but it all was a ploy for him to get closer to his brother. He was like, we don't even need her. Watch.
But that's the only
Help
one
me.
that he loved.
Right. And then Dexter,
Because he was messed up, and then when they showed,
because
like,
it wasn't that, it was because someone would understand. Nobody else will be able to understand
Yeah.
him because of how he is.
yeah, and it was, and Dexter's like that too, but he he channels the urge into only unaliving people who are bad, or he think are bad people that committed crazy crimes.
Yeah, people that take other lives.
Yeah.
Those are the only people that he targets.
Or a rapist.
I mean, it doesn't make him good. It makes him an anti-hero.
Rapist too.
You know what I mean? So to speak. So he is more. He's a villain because he's doing something that's extreme, but he's kind of trying to make the world better by getting rid of the toxic people.
Yeah.
He's being judge and jury. But he's already made up his mind when he gets these people, so he got to be sure.
Yeah.
So I guess that's one way for him to feel good about it, by him making sure that they committed this crime. Because if he doesn't, then it's just him just doing it. Because he doesn't want to do it and try not to see himself as a monster, even though he identifies himself as a monster. He knows he's a monster because of what he's doing, but he feels like he's doing it for something good, where it can never be good. If Batman, let's switch Batman up. Batman's everybody's favorite dude. They always put Batman against everybody. They put him against Captain America, Black Panther, they put him against the Justice League and Marvel Comics. Batman with prep time is he's unbeatable.
Mm-hmm.
Batman.
Yep.
What was he just talking about?
He's talking about Batman.
Batman is the best.
No.
You put him with anybody.
Yeah.
But before Batman.
Yeah, I was talking about what's his name? Dexter.
Dexter. Right. Okay. Batman. Let's just say Batman didn't bring people to justice alive.
He just
he killed
alive,
him.
so that was his.
He decided to take it all away. He decided to.
That's who Dexter
okay.
is?
No, let's just
Yeah,
say
Dexter
no.
be alive
Let's just say Batman decided Joker was doing all this crazy stuff, and he decided to just snap his neck.
That sound like the Red Hood.
Let's just say
That's like
he decided
one of the Robins he grew up with.
he wanted to chop up his body and put it in different parts in the lake.
Or let the alligators eat it.
Let alligators eat and get rid of it.
That's a little
So
psycho.
just say he take Bane
That's what he
and
did.
he choked
Had it
Bane.
all
He
planned
choked
out.
Bane out in a wrestling move and pass when he tap out just to make him struggle.
He's still
and
crazy.
really take him out like that.
He's still crazy.
Right.
He would be an anti-hero because it's like you're doing good work, but you're
Punisher.
doing it. Yeah.
Punisher.
You're doing it in a vile way, like.
So
He
Dexter.
put the pictures
So think
up,
of
they lay
Dexter.
them in
Think of
plastic
Dexter.
and
different.
kind of
Think of
put
Dexter as
pictures
Punisher.
up of all
Dexter
their
as
victims
Punisher.
that they did
Not with
in
pictures
his
and
face.
shit, though.
Like he
That's
like,
crazy.
why you got this up there? He like, cuz nigga, you know what you did.
Nah, but
And-
Punisher is obsessed too. He's
Yeah.
obsessed. He's really.
But does he torture people psychologically?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I thought he just shoots.
Oh nah. Did you seen the movie, right? The first movie. Okay,
Yeah, I seen the movie.
that was psychological warfare before he finally got John Travolta at the end. He made his best friend think that he was cheating on him with his wife, but then found out that he wasn't because he was in the LGBT community.
That's crazy.
And his wife was just trying to find ways to make him more.
He did that. I thought that shit just happened that way. Like,
Nah,
I
he did
forgot.
because he
That's been
took
a
the
long
fire
time since I've seen
hydrant
that movie.
because he took the fire hydrant and put it next to his car. So the meter maid came and gave him a ticket because he was parked by a fire hydrant.
He
And then
moved the fire
he had a whole,
hydrant. How the
then he
hell
had a
he do
whole
that?
bunch of
Nigga,
tickets.
the
Then he had a
Punisher.
whole bunch of tickets at that spot. So then he checked and he was like, "Why you have tickets? Why are you guys going to the movies together?" She never went to the movies with him.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Set him up. Yeah,
Set
I
him
remember.
up, make
Yeah,
it
I
look
do
like
remember
he was
that.
at the movies. He drove
That
his
was
car there,
psychological.
got a ticket there, and all this other shit, and bought some earrings.
Mhm.
He bought earrings and left an earring in a spot that he was gonna find it, and was like, "What's this? How'd you have this?" And he's like, "Yo, I got this. I got that earring. Oh my God, how'd you find it? I was looking for it. I found it at the hotel that y'all went to." Or something like, you know what I mean? So it's like. He's like putting these clues together to make him go crazy, and then when before he finally takes him out, he goes up to him and he says, "How'd you like how I he took both of his sons out, so he deleted both of his sons, but he made them suffer, and then he put him he made him delete his wife because he thought that she was cheating on him, and then he made him delete his best friend because he thought he was cheating on him with his wife. And he brought down his whole empire, burned all his money on fire.
Crazy.
He punished him.
Yeah, he did.
That's OD.
Did you ever see the movie Chloe?
Chloe. don't
had
know.
that girl. She was on Charmed, like Paige. You know,
her name, but I know you talking about.
the real pale one. She's very pale.
Okay.
I don't know. She played in other stuff, but I can't remember.
Okay.
This is the first
Cool.
movie I've seen her.
Mm-hmm.
And there were other people in it. I forgot the lady name. But anyway, it was a married couple, and she thought her husband was cheating on her. She wanted to see if he was gonna cheat or something. So she paid this woman to like tell her what
It's like only trucks
he
up
did.
here.
And she came back and she told her, and then she ended up having a sexual relationship with her. Like, but the girl ended up, she was lying the whole time. Like, the husband never even touched her. Like, she just made up a whole experience and told her or whatever. And then she found that out. And she also slept with the brother, because it was a young girl with the son. It was a young girl, like around closer to his age. So she slept with her son. She came home and caught him. Because she said, I can't see you anymore because I can't believe that you made this up, and then you gonna, like, nothing even happened, and you did, but that's what you get for trying to set some shit up. Doing a loyalty test. Call yourself in, the girl lie or whatever. Then she slept with your son.
If you need
the girl jumped out the window or something. I don't know. It was crazy.
If you need a loyalty test, then it's not gonna work.
So she slept with him and the son did too.
That's crazy.
But he didn't know, obviously,
Don't
because
matter.
his mother and his father were
Somebody
married.
knew. Somebody
The
got
girl
fucked
did
twice.
it.
Yeah, she knew.
She
give a
did
fuck.
that to them, like, cause she was mad, cause she said she wasn't talking to her
That
no
shit
more.
don't
So
get back
she
at.
like ran into him, made it seem like they just ran. Oh,
Now,
hey,
if they
like,
had kids, that get back. But now it's just like, no, you're a whore. What is a whore like? Yeah,
She came in the house and caught them.
Oh, fucked up their relationship.
No, she came in the house and caught the girl fucking her son.
Oh, her son. Oh, so she whooped
The
her
girl
ass.
that she fell out the window.
She fell out the window. It's hilarious. That is hilarious. She fell out the window. It's hilarious.
Cause they were having a tussle
Yo.
or whatever, and she was like, "What?" Cause she just what?
Is
Imagine
this
that
real?
you was messing with. No,
It's
it's a show called. It was a
okay.
movie called Chloe.
I don't know how you
Yo.
can watch all that wild shit.
Let me tell you what, yo,
That shit is gonna be desensitizing
I
one
understand.
day,
Yo, we grew up as kids. Yo, we grew up as kids we had limited television. Like, our level of poor wasn't like the fucking third world country level of poor. It was fucking modern society level of poor.
We
where
had all
some
levels.
kids
We
had
had
the
a TV
good
with
shit,
the
but they had the
knob,
good
with the
shit later
antenna.
on in life.
Then
You know what I
eventually
mean?
we got
Eventually
cable.
we got
Yeah,
stepped
we got
up,
that too.
right?
Yeah, and now
Remember the
then-
cable box and
Yeah.
We was watching whatever the fuck was on TV.
Y'all had a scrambler?
my mother had it in her
Yeah, my
room.
mom
We
had one.
have that on
Oh, I'm
the
about to
TV.
say.
We just
Yeah.
had.
Yeah, it was
My
only
grandmother
on
had
TV.
one. My
Yeah.
grandmother had one at her house.
It was
So
only
when I
on
would be over
TV,
there, I
yeah.
would have her
Watch the
scrambler.
pornos
Oh,
and
my
shit.
uncle had a scrambler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
you
actually I
definitely
did
watched
have
it.
one then.
Unc definitely
High
let you
school,
watch the
I had the
scrambler.
I mainly was watching Adult Swim. I ain't gonna hold you. That's my
The Adult Swim
all
was
the
fire,
crazy
yeah.
cartoons, all the shows. That was the good Adult Swim though. That was like a
Yeah.
minute ago. So that was like
Yu Hakusho
some
and
dope
shit.
shit.
nigga.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
the
my
fucking
shit.
anime was
Yeah,
lit.
yo.
Anime at night was so lit.
Shit was
Tsunami?
crazy.
Tsunami was fire, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Always a brand new DBZ episode, a
Yeah.
crazy fight, a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
so lit. That's when TV
Dragon
was
Ball
lit,
Z.
bro.
TV was lit, bro.
So, Aaron the plumber done got in another fight.
Oh
This nigga.
shit!
Wait, this is
His
separate
face was
from
leaking.
this is separate from the boy girl.
Yeah, this he done fought like 3 people.
Already?
Did you watch that video that I put
He
in
fought
the
the
chat?
twins.
How is he still on the show?
He
Yeah,
fought
he fought
the
the twins,
the white twins,
the trans,
the trans joint.
How is he still on the show?
And now he fought, and R.I.P. to this guy. His name is Jay Hefner. He got shot actually.
Damn.
Violent.
After this fight,
No, I don't think it had nothing to do with that. He was home, But it was while they were filming. I think he went home for a holiday or something. They weren't filming that day, and he got shot.
Damn.
Oh wow.
So.
But he recently got into a fight with him during the set.
Yeah, this is the next episode. Like he was, and Aaron was leaking.
They aired the fight and they said,
"Oh, so he gave it to him."
No, I didn't say it up the. Well, I didn't watch that episode yet, but there's a clip on Erika Mendes' page. But they were talking about it. Like every time I see a clip, I would see the comment. They'll be like, "That guy died" or whatever, because it was like while they were filming. Like, so it's probably gonna not show because it didn't happen there, but they probably gonna talk about it or say something about it on the show because it happened while they were filming.
Yeah,
why he keep fighting, yo? Like, calm down, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's not really a good look.
That's trauma, bro.
Yeah. I know, like a lot. I heard women like a woman have women do say they don't want a dude that can't defend them.
Yeah, but
so like you feel like a dude is not strong enough to be able to protect you or whatever, then you gonna feel whatever, but you can't win every fight. You're not gonna always win. You gotta know when to walk away. If you don't know when to walk away, then the worst could happen.
He was leaking. He said, try to catch another fight in front of baby. So now you just showing off. They ain't show, but I don't know. But I seen a clip and he was leaking. So that one, you watched that video that I put in the chat, and the guy he talking about, this is a dating show. He said this nigga said he went in 3 fights and he left early. Well, I would imagine how many you got in if you stayed for the whole time. What the hell is going on?
All it takes is one fight.
Or whatever.
Like, I get in one fight, especially if I lose.
Because he fighting on purpose.
If I'm leaking...
that was the last one. The other two, well, I don't know. The transgender, it wasn't.
He fought these white twins on a bus. He fought both of them at the same time, but they were sitting down and he set it on them.
They didn't get up though. He said he took his shirt off. He took his off. Took his shirt off. Took his jacket off.
And then they got off. They didn't want to fight.
Yeah,
they didn't want to fight. They didn't want to fight.
And then they went home. They went home. They quit.
They said this nigga's
They
crazy.
stayed for the next episode, and then after that,
they said this
they ain't come for that.
They ain't come for that. I feel that.
They just came and lived in the house. They played ping pong.
Wow.
And then it was like, we leaving.
Cause there's tension in the air. Cause you gotta get like, I think as men,
like
grown ass, like look at it, grown ass men. Once that happens, it's up, right? You gonna run into that person. But you know what it is? You gonna cross their path. Or you gonna walk on eggshells. You're gonna be afraid to talk to them a certain way. So either you're gonna be fearful of this person, or you're gonna have to get over that fear and probably have another altercation with this person.
They probably had to sign some
And how many times you gonna keep fighting the person until you realize it's just not enough? You can't beat him.
He was like, I gotta fight him again in front of baby. Like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because he just putting on a show.
That's crazy. That's a nigga that don't mind fighting. But they must have to sign a waiver like, yo, we fight, then we don't get the police called.
If I fight, get paid more, nigga.
They want them to fight.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like, nigga.
Because they can't just pull that shit anywhere. It can't just put that shit anywhere.
And cover all expenses.
At the club.
That's what I'm
saying.
No
legal shit. If something happens, he lose blood or something.
What it is.
It ain't nothing you can say.
Can't sue. Cause ain't no way. You ready, bro?
Which Sarah are you this time?
Close us out, please.
Thank you for tuning in, guys, for another episode of Getting Lifted. Get Lifted. I'm La Hefa. Make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified the next time we post or go live.
I'm Chris OD.
SmileyJizzle, man. And we out.
Get lifted.
Smoke weed every day or every other day.